What is up, people? What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of the O.O.C. Got the usual suspects in the house. First thing I wanted to say, if you guys haven't checked it out, check out the stream I did yesterday. Had a conversation with Paul, buried the hatchet on that. I actually got a message for Roberto. Roberto, LDG says, "What's up?" and he misses you, brother.
Right back at you, man.
Now tell the people where they can find you, sir.
Right here, Wednesday nights, 9 o'clock. Keep it short.
Nadia, where can they find you?
What up? You can find me at the LOWKEY cave whenever we get on, cause shit, we been.
I was like, okay, there's supposed to be a stream yesterday, so I was trying to finish mine, and I see you guys didn't start, and I was like, went to the channel, I was like, oh, it's like taken down, okay.
Yeah, we on whenever you just gotta catch us. Put the notifications on.
Facts. JG.
Yo, we live, baby. We got Nzo, aka the Abbott and the Osiris of this shit, the Split King and the Professor of Gunja, alongside Roberto, Mr. 100, Mr. Keeping it real all day, every day, Mr. No woman, no cry. And also find us here with Nadia, one half of the low-key cave, the freestyle queen, spitting that fire and brimstone on all you suckers.
What up, Andrea? What up, Jack Lost? Thank you guys for popping in. Much appreciated. JG, I mean, your intros are usually, today it seemed like there was no energy on that. You want to try
Dude, I'm so tired right now.
You're probably feeling the same as me. You got that daylight saving time shit going on by you too?
Man, the daylight savings time, man, being a dad and a husband today, man, running around all day. I got me a big ass burrito. I hadn't even eaten it. That's how tired I am. And I got it at like 12 o'clock. So I'm exhausted.
Something's off for me too, man. I find since that clock change, man, I just feel like on edge, tired,
Thank you, Andre.
cranky.
Have to fix my audio there, so I hope I sound better. Yeah, man, I've been tired too, bro. And I wake up every morning and I curse and I'm like, why the fuck am I not a millionaire yet? You know what I mean? Why have I not made $1 million to where I don't have to get up and go slave for the white man every day? You know what I'm saying?
I slept through 3 alarms.
Yeah, you see? I'd be putting mine on snooze. Like that will go off, snooze. That'll go off.
I didn't even hit snooze. 3 alarms went off, and I slept through all 3 of them. Just gone. I mean, granted, I did take some Benadryl because fucking pollen. Welcome to the South.
Allergies.
Yep.
Yeah, we're starting to get into allergy season too, so it's gonna get really tough over here. But I could say the winter wasn't that bad this year. You know what I mean? We had a couple cold days, but it wasn't really winter, to be honest with you.
Same here.
Global warming that shit is 100% a fact. I don't care what anybody wants to say. Weather's changing, man. And I just said I hope, and I told this to Danny, I hope that, we get summer all year round and you guys in the South start to experience our winters. Wouldn't that be great?
If the magnetic pole shift, then that very well can happen. But fuck that. I don't want y'all winters. I didn't want that. My daughter was wishing for snow all winter. I was like, please don't.
I think Roberto and I can say, yes, take it all. We don't need it anymore. I've had 49 years of snow. I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the snow. I play winter sports and shit. It's that cold and that wind. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that. Getting in your car and all the lights in your car are different shade because it's fucking cold out there, man. Like, I don't know if you guys ever experienced that cold, but yeah, it's something.
Do you go outside and it's so cold that when you breathe, your nostrils are sticking, you know what I mean? Because everything's freezing up. Bro, yeah, you don't even know.
See, we get cold like that, but like the coldest it get is like 20 something. We don't never get like, And that's like it has to. That's like rare that they get to like 20 something. I'm talking about
Yeah,
Fahrenheit
this
too.
past one.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Yeah, this very rare. Very.
Man, we be getting -30 weather, -40. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it
Trapping
don't
out in
get to
the
no minuses. Not in North Carolina. Not. Nah, I ain't never seen nothing in North Carolina. I mean, maybe in the mountains, but like we ain't getting that shit over here.
In all my life, I never experienced a February like I did this year. So
Yeah, absolutely.
I have to say global warming is actually in effect.
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
Oh yeah, for
This
sure.
did not, especially here, right?
Never,
Because of
never.
man.
We maybe had 1 or 2 days, no, Anzo. We remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah, 100%. But to say that we had like a whole month where, I was outside with my winter jacket on, open. You know what I mean? And like, man, this is nice weather. Never had a fucking February like that before.
Blazing a spliff in your backyard in shorts
Facts.
in February.
Facts.
Never.
Facts.
February is the coldest month of the year up here. The coldest. January, February, and then fading off into March. We could even see snow in April.
But you see, now that gets me worried because I have a feeling the summer is going to be super hot and humid, man.
Yeah.
And I don't mind hot weather, but the humidity that we have up here sometimes is unbearable. The minute you step outside, you're just pouring sweat down your face. And I sweat, you know what I mean?
Y'all got that shit like Florida and Louisiana.
Yes, Florida. I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
I think Florida gets it a little worse because I remember when I went to Florida and I opened my balcony to go outside and I was like, no different than opening the oven to put something in. I was like, holy shit. It's like night and day. You close the door and you feel that AC like it's full blast. That is crazy, crazy heat.
Yeah, Florida be having that crazy heat.
Oh my God.
Vegas do too, but Vegas, it don't be humid.
Is it more dry?
Yeah. It's dry.
It's very dry.
I went to Vegas in September one year.
Like if you have
joint, it was still hot.
Montreal is not the place to come to. The humidity here will mess you up.
Facts, 100%. Now, if even if you're used to warm and hot weather, like you guys in South Carolina, Danny and all them, even still, it's like, yeah, you'll come here, but you'll feel the difference because of the humidity. You know what I mean? It just gets ridiculous sometimes.
We have humidity in North Carolina. That shit be like it really. You walk outside and just start cussing.
Yes. Yeah. ACs don't be working properly because there's no moisture in the air to cool up your house. So it's like you have your air conditioner on, you're getting a nice little breeze, but it's not doing what the air conditioner is supposed to be. Nah, so I hate that weather, bro.
Don't turn the fan on. You're wasting your time.
Facts. You know what I mean? Andrea said, I've gone through 95% plus humidity and I hate it. Yeah, it's the worst, man. You know what I mean? Make you want to jump into a swimming pool and just stay there all freaking day. So.
But you see the people here, JG, Nadia, they just fucking complain about everything. It's too hot. It's too cold. It's too much rain. Not enough sun. It's too fucking sunny. I'm like, cheese on bread.
No snow on Christmas. You know what I mean? Like,
I wish I had a Christmas with no snow.
Yeah, and then when
we had no weather here, people have nothing to fucking talk about.
Facts. Facts, man. Facts.
I'll let y'all have that one.
I love our fall. It's the only reason I don't like spring. Yeah, the reason.
Me too.
Yeah, the only reason I don't like spring as much as I like fall is because of the pollen. Like, you can taste that shit in the air. You can. What is
that? And the insects. I have to agree with you, Nadia. All them insects are coming to life now. Let me come out here and sting some fuckers. Let me just harass people on their
mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes I can deal with. It's them wasps.
No.
When these guys come, if you ever reach Montreal, we had a wasp problem for a good couple of years. You pull out any kind of ice cream or smoothie.
People would be laughing at you. That was like that.
People would be laughing at you because they'd be attacking you.
That's crazy.
I lived 48 years and never got stung by a bee or a wasp until last year. And that shit hurt. I was
It
walking down the
does.
street, you know what I mean? And I could see one flying from by me, so I swatted it away, whatever. And for whatever reason, it got up my sleeve. And I guess when I moved my hand, my jacket moved, and I just felt this pinch. Ah! I'm like, what the fuck? And I hit it, and the wasp dropped out. And I was like, oh my God, I got stung by a wasp. That should hurt. You know what I mean? So
Like
yeah,
a cigarette was put out on you, you know?
yeah, we had that. We definitely have a wasp problem here, man.
Big time.
And those humming bugs that make that noise all the fucking time. I can't remember what they're
Cicadas?
called. Yeah, I hate them fuckers. I cannot
Yeah, we about
stand
to
them.
have it bad here. We
Isn't
about
them
to have
big flies? That
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no.
yeah.
We
Oh yeah.
And the first time I think, because we never had those when we were growing up. I never remember seeing any bugs like that. One day I was walking on the street and I seen this huge. It was huge. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" I had to take a picture. It was the first time I ever seen one. And then after that, they just started coming around and coming around. And that's another reason why I believe in global warming, because a lot of these bugs that are not from here are coming here. You know what I mean? They're migrating here to Canada. They're leaving from wherever they are and they're coming here. And it's just like, why are they doing that? Because their ecosystem can't sustain their life anymore. So they got to find somewhere else that does. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Nadia, have some honey during pollen season. It will help boost your immune system against the pollen.
Yeah, you
Interesting.
gotta have the local honey. So wherever you live at, you gotta buy that honey and eat that. Man, it helps kind of sometimes, man. It just depends on how much these trees want to pollen.
Yeah, I'm not a big
My
honey
allergies are
person.
crazy.
I'm not a big honey person, and I don't. I mean, I get allergies, but not as bad as I used to, right? So I can deal with it. But I know some people that, like my girl, she can't. The allergies kill her, and they're already starting. So, you too, Gigi. You said your allergies kill you too.
Oh yeah, I can't even cut grass some days because I'll just be sneezing and just it's crazy. But what are
Damn,
those bugs that always go for your eye when they fly around?
your eye.
Gnats,
It's a nest, that whatever that shit is. You'll be walking, and if all of a sudden it go
yeah,
zzz right to your eye every time.
right in your eye. See,
Can't say that I've had that. At least I don't think
man.
so.
What I
You
missed
It's
know?
out
Come
on?
to the
annoying little
come
mother.
to the south, man. You will see all
I'm
types
telling
of
you.
bugs you never seen before,
I am sure
ever.
of it.
No dread.
I am I am sure of it. Like even they talk about the bugs in like the islands, Jamaica and all them these huge Nah, I don't want to see none of that. I don't I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm good with my little mosquitoes and the little bugs we have here. But them flying ass cockroaches you guys got over there? Mm-mm,
Yeah.
And they come in
no.
different colors.
You see what I'm saying?
When I was in Florida, Anzo, I was saying how I love it there. I didn't see no mosquitoes, no flies, no wasps, no nothing. And I was bragging about it. The guy tells me, if you do see a bee or a wasp, run.
Why?
That's not advice. Yeah, because they're killer. Killer
Oh
bees.
shit. Damn.
I don't need that shit. You won't
Me
find my
neither.
ass in Australia.
I
Florida got
know.
a lot of invasive species there because they got an iguana issue. Like, yes,
Mhm.
like they
Alligator.
have they got monkeys too. I've seen it. I've seen the
Well,
video.
I mean, you
Don't
guys
let me
are
don't
accustomed.
forget them damn alligators be in your backyard so you walk
Hell
outside.
yeah.
So here's what
Hell
I'm gonna
yeah.
say. I don't think that's a problem because you guys are accustomed to eating alligators and iguanas. So
I'm
dinner
pretty
just
yes, I
popped
was
up
about
on
to
your
say
doorstep.
Look, let me
no.
tell you
Yeah.
something. I will eat an
Barbecue just
alligator. I'm
walked in
not
my
going to chase it and hunt
backyard.
the damn thing down.
You know what I mean? That fucking
Oh,
alligator just popped up. That's dinner, man. You know.
Nope.
They're coming
Unless
to
somebody
you.
one of these crazy white dudes go out there and kill it. I'm not going to do it.
It's okay. I'm sure you guys got some crazy white friends that are willing to do it. And all you need to do is light up the grill, and you got your grilled alligator and iguanas. You know, you guys are good. I'd
Who the hell
starve,
eats
but
iguanas? That's kind of nasty.
people
I
eat
don't even want to
iguanas.
imagine what that tastes like.
People eat iguanas.
Yeah,
100%.
they do.
I
It
believe it.
probably
I just
tastes
don't want to
like
imagine what it
frog.
tastes like.
I don't know. Don't even want to know. I'm one of those people where I'm a picky eater, like extremely picky. And if I won't eat shrimp and fish and all of that, you think I'm gonna taste? You have to trick me and tell me it's chicken to at least get me to try it. And
Ain't
even
falling for
then,
that shit no more. You gotta
yeah, that's what I'm
you
saying.
gotta cut it in the shape of a chicken.
That's what I'm saying. Even then, I'm like, I don't know about this. Danny sent a $2 super chat. He said, better than a goat. No, it's not, Danny. I'm sorry. It's
What's
just
wrong with
not.
goat?
Goat
What
is
does Danny have?
fire.
What's wrong with goat, Danny?
Danny must have some PTSD. Some goat rammed him when he was young
Right.
or something. I don't understand that one.
I
Goat is
got
more
chased by
common
a
to
turkey.
eat than a fucking alligator.
And you know what's funny? Because I know, 100%, if Danny ate some curry goat, he would fucking love it.
Mercy.
He would
Mercy.
love it. You know what I mean? Shannon Sharp said he likes fried squirrel. That's disgusting. You know what I mean?
Bass mouth bastard. I
Where's
mean,
he
you like
from?
all kind of stuff.
Shannon Sharp is from, I know he's
Mm,
somewhere in the South. Yeah, I think he's somewhere in the South.
Yeah, where is he from?
I think Danny knows. Danny, where's
Alabama,
Shannon
I think.
Sharp from? Some South. Listen, when it
Fried
comes to
fucking squirrel. You know a squirrel's a city rat?
yeah, 100%. He said Georgia.
Georgia.
Okay. Yeah, there you
Georgia,
go.
okay.
You see, that's what I'm saying. It's like, no, I'm not doing it. No, I will
Hold on a minute
starve.
there, Anzo.
Yeah.
I see something Andrea wrote, and we're in Canada. These fucking Japanese hornets.
Are in Canada and Washington State too. I'd watch out for those, Anzo Roberto.
What am I watching out for? Japanese hornet. I never seen that shit on the news.
Is that them hornets that was coming over during the pandemic? What was they called?
I think
Might have
those
been.
were. I think we had killer bees or something at one time that they were talking about coming over here.
I
believe
remember that
I
in the
heard about the
90s.
hornets. Yeah,
That was
I
killer
believe I
African
heard
bees
about
or
the
something like that.
yes,
Yeah.
and the hornets. I believe I heard about the hornets, but I ain't never seen them.
It must be up in BC and shit.
It ain't here, you know.
Now that mean Washington State.
Yeah, but he said Canada. So you got to be more specific. You're specific about the U.S., but not all of Canada got fucking Japanese hornets?
Well, Basil said, nah, they're in the West Coast killer hornets. I
Yeah,
don't know,
so
man.
the western part of Canada then.
Yeah.
I see the picture of them, and they're about the size of that fly you don't like, Anzo.
The cicada.
Yeah, they're about the same size that Japanese hornet.
Listen, man. I'm
walking with a tennis racket. Them motherfuckers come around.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not one that's like scared of bugs, but when that shit is flying, like when that shit starts to fly by your head, you do the whoa, what the, you know what I mean? Like the reaction.
The reflex. It's a reflex.
You know what I mean?
You know,
because
it's not easy to kill them things with one swat, but when you're doing it for a living,
and you just don't even want that nasty thing landing on you or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, no, sir, no. That's why I can't go to certain places. Well, I don't travel anyways, but even if I did, like Australia, like you said, these fucking big ass spiders that they have over there, and
tarantulas and scorpions and
snakes coming from your toilet
size
and
of a
shit.
dog.
How the fuck you sleep? How do you sleep? Man, I see a spider the size of my shoe. We're moving, man. Let alone kill that thing.
Facts. 100%. 100%.
No Jacques still here, man.
Oxtail, nah, I'm good. So wait, you won't eat oxtail either, or oxtail you're good? Because I'm not a fan of oxtail, to be honest with you.
My favorite dish.
I don't like it. I'm really not a fan. Mm-mm. That's a Jamaican thing too. They love their oxtail, rice and peas with the gravy and stuff like that. But I just never.
Plantain.
Yeah.
Dumpling.
I just never.
What?
Love me some dumplings though.
Everybody loves dumplings. That's why you got to get to that pot first. But you see, Danny, if you get them dumplings inside the curry goat,
oh yeah,
them things are gone first.
100%, bro. 100%. Fried dumpling or boiled dumpling.
Yeah, I like
I'm all down for that. I said, nope, don't want any of that.
It's
Really?
okay, man. You can have all the gator.
Listen,
we'll eat all the rest.
when Danny comes to Montreal,
He eats possum, no?
Oh, I don't know. Danny, you eat possum?
Yeah, shit. Hell no. I eat a human, but I ain't eat no damn possum.
Then you're a fucking liar.
JG.
Then you're a fucking liar. You are
Now,
a liar.
if it was the apocalypse, I had none of this eat, then that motherfucker's dead. But until then, no, I would not go walk around looking for possum to eat. No.
Oh,
It don't even look like it'll taste good. What the?
Yeah, look
none
like
of it.
you like your skin and you still find hair inside somewhere. It's like, no.
Why would I want goat or ox when there's beautiful cows, chicken, pigs walking around this planet? He said, hell no. Okay, so you don't eat possum either. Hey man, you say that, Danny, you say this. Why would but you've eaten gator. We still got cows, chicken, and pigs walking around, but you were still munching on some gator, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not happening, not in this lifetime. Sorry, not doing it. But with that being said, guys, as you know, we got some topics in the house. I don't know if you guys seen the Missouri fight. Did you guys see it?
Mhm.
With the black teen and the white girl?
To who?
With the black
This was
teen and
this
the
was
white
his
girl?
school.
It was on the street. I'm gonna show a picture of it. Hold on.
Because you can't show the video.
No, I can't.
Oh,
Are you scrolling
okay.
through? You
What was
can't
that?
just
What was
scroll
that?
through X.
Oh,
You can't just scroll through X.
what was
No.
No. It was just
No.
you still like women as
yeah,
that?
boy.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? But this video. Have you guys seen this video?
yes.
Okay.
Damn.
So there was a fight. I think I can like show some of it. I just gotta find it.
She's the teen?
The white. Well, they're both teams.
Okay.
They're both teams. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. So basically,
they want one in jail.
So basically, what you're right, and the thing about it is the white girl started the fight, right? So
And she got her head rocked because it looked like she in mid
she got
rocking
her
position.
yes.
Okay.
She got her head rocked. Now she's in critical condition.
Oh shit.
And yeah, she's in critical condition because of what happened, and people want the black girl in jail. Okay, so here it is. I will go as far as to when they start doing the head stuff, but I'm not going to show that because then YouTube's going to do stupid shit. So here we go. And I'll have to pause it.
And yeah,
Yeah. So now, as you can see, what's happening, right? She grabs her head and she bangs on the ground. Bang.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl ends up, like, to be honest with you, I kind of felt fucked up because when the black girl gets up, the girl is on the floor and she's shaking, right? But the first narrative that came about this video was a bunch of black people were attacking this white girl. Then when you watch the video, you see that it's just a one-on-one fight. And then when you watch even more, you see that the white girl started the fight, like she struck first. But because of that, you have a lot of people saying because of what happened that she should be locked up and be put in jail. And I said, as tragic as it is, as messed up as it is, I said, if that's a definition of fuck around and find out.
And find out. Ooh,
you know
exactly.
what I mean?
Hold on. Let's be realistic here. You do that or anybody does that, you're going through the same shit. It can't be because she's black. She can't go through that. Because if you reverse those tables, we'd all be going nuts. When you go to it, man, she's smashing the girl's head on the fucking floor. That's not intent. I understand you're mad, but you gotta fucking pay for
How
your
old? How
action.
old are they? How old are they?
So
See, this is my thing because age and where you grow up has a lot to do with
Violent
all of
crime,
this.
violent crime, Nadia. I'm sorry.
But
We're gonna.
are we not going to argue about age and self control? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, but they
You still
intentionally
have to
set this
pay.
up.
You still have to pay. You cannot go like with don't do this again. This is not a fist fight.
I'm not saying that nothing should happen to her. I'm saying, but like, do we just put this child? Let's be honest, child straight in prison. I'm erasing. We're not talking about the color because I know people are like you said. People argue if it was the other way around. I'm arguing in defense of them being children and children making mistakes. I know this is exactly why I wouldn't let my sister do what she wanted to do to somebody one time. And I'm just like, hell motherfucking no, because I know what you're gonna do. And then they're gonna be like, no,
on you.
you gotta have some people in your corner that'll tell you no, because you can't. But I don't know if they knew she was gonna do that. And I know that feeling. That's why I was like, I did not see this video before this. And I was like, oh, she getting her head right. Like that, like and sure enough, yes, I because I know I've been there before where I've wanted to do that to somebody. You get what I'm saying?
And I think a lot of people have done that where they wanted to do that, right? And you got to understand, yes, I agree. Something is going to happen to her 100%. They want to try her as an adult. And even the quote was, they're saying what she did was evil, right? These two were having a fight. There's no rules in a fight, a street fight. You know what I mean? Somebody is going to get hurt, right?
Yes.
Now, if you want to charge her with, what's the term? Like aggravated assault or something like that, 100%.
As a minor, I don't give a fuck.
It's intentional or anything like that. I just don't see that. But go ahead, Roberto. Continue your thought.
I never made mention of what the punishment should be, but I don't think color, race, or anything should play a role in this.
But it is.
But it shouldn't.
Because
no.
It shouldn't, because like I said, if the tables were reversed, if these were two Asian girls, I would still say it's fucked up. You know, It's not because a black girl's doing to a white girl. Black people are like in the background cheering. That's what I'm trying to say. Like the color shouldn't be the issue. It's the crime. Like we said with that brother who did that thing, and everyone's saying it's wrong what happened to him. But when we saw the video, we thought otherwise, Nzo. You remember? That guy provoked it. Yeah, he provoked it. You can't always cry the victim. Like, okay, if we've all wanted to do it. We've all thought about it. I'm going to pound this guy or this woman's head in, right? But you're more civil in not doing it, because if we all did it, we wouldn't be on this show now.
But but here's the thing too, right? As I'm saying, because listen, so let's say you get a fight with somebody, right? You punch them, they fall down and crack their head, right? And you're a teen. Should you be charged as an adult? You know what I mean? Like, you're fighting. It's someone is going to get hurt.
It makes sense. But
you know what I mean?
When you hit this guy, you're not intending to kill him, right? But
exactly.
Let's just say you rob a store, and I can't even give a good scenario to give a comparison, because.
So should they all be tried as adults? You know, these boys, children fight.
This one here, yeah.
This is normal human behavior, because children do not understand how to process their emotions. They just want to hit things. Okay, so should we let them hitting each other ruin their lives completely? She should not be tried as an adult, but there should be consequences, because I used to black out when I fought.
Me too. That's why I had to know to walk away. I walked away a lot of times.
Exactly. I used to have to pull myself out of that blackout, because I didn't know. Like, I I would go that far. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I would just be, it's just rage, and I don't care, and I just want to hurt you as much as I want you to be like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So yeah, you gotta be able to have self-control. But she don't have no people in her ear telling her, don't hurt this girl. You know what I mean? Like, you can fight,
Mhm.
but hold back. She ain't got no, she didn't have no, they were like, go ahead, and they cheering her on. And
Mhm.
now this could ruin her life. But I don't want it for any child, for their life to be ruined over something like this. But yes, there should
And,
definitely be a punishment, but not as an adult. She is not an adult. That was not an adult decision.
and let's be fair, both lives are pretty much fucked, right? Because
Yes,
that girl has brain damage, whatever. She hasn't
yes.
woken up yet. You know what I mean? But here's some of the comments. Like, this is like, this was a vicious, racially motivated attack by hate. Not only should she be tried as an adult, but also prosecuted for radically motivated attempted murder, right? So people always
Where is this
claim,
at?
oh, this is X on X.
No, no, no.
But
Where did these girls fight? Where, like, what
I think it's
country?
in Missouri,
Okay.
Missouri. All right.
Mm,
So
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Well,
also, go ahead.
even back when I fought, um, there were times when we would black out. We had referees and everything. We would black out. So whether teen or adult, people will black out, especially when
Hmm.
anger is involved. They say, when you're upset, you're angry, you fight, your IQ level drops. So you're not aware of what's going on a lot of times.
Hmm.
But let's get to the bigger picture. Here is you have two young ladies and people standing around. The fight shouldn't have even taken place.
Hmm.
Now, I don't know if there were adults around there. It looked like the one white lady behind the black girl may have been an adult. That should have been stopped. This thing was
100%. But
egged on. It's no telling how long this has been egged on. And we see
they
the
do it.
white girl
Mhm.
come up and she's
They do
saying
it all the
something
time.
to her, and the black girl's probably
Hmm.
like, yeah, let's go, let's do it.
Hmm.
And like I was telling us on the backstage, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
When I'm
100%.
going to fight somebody, I don't know what their intent is. I
Hmm.
don't know if their intent is to physically hurt me. I don't know. So when you make that decision, like Nadia said, their teens, they might not be aware of, okay, initially I might want to beat this girl up, but I'm not
That,
thinking if I'm going to get her head smashed on the ground like that, right? Oh man, this is pride as an adult. That's too much. But
And
where the
let me
race
give you
issue
the
may come into play, and say
go
one more
ahead.
thing. If the white girl had done that to the black girl, the roles reverse, would there be an outcry saying that she should be tried as an adult?
well, that's the thing. There is another video. I can't find it. I thought I saved it, but I didn't. Of the same kind of thing with two white girls doing that. And no, they're not saying that, right? But here's the thing that I had, right? And why I say fuck around and find out. So let's say I'm walking down the street and I bump Roberto, right? Roberto says, hey, man. I say, fuck you, Roberto, right? You want to go? And Roberto, like, calls off and nails me. There's a good chance that this motherfucker is going to knock out some teeth, right? And knock me out cold, right? I'm dropping on the floor. Now, if he did that and I bust my head open and shit like that, I understand he could get in trouble for that. But
I
I
will,
started,
but I
yeah,
will, Lonzo.
yeah,
That's
I know,
just,
but
it's fucked up, but I will.
I know, but I started that. You know what I mean? I'm the instigator. I'm the one. But because you retaliated and I got hurt, you're going to get in trouble, right? No one's going to talk about what I did to you, right? They'll say, oh, look how small Nzo was compared to Roberto. He should have known better. He shouldn't have did that. But at the end of the day, I should have known better not to mess with you.
But
That's
it's
why when I
different. Here's where
go
it's
ahead.
different.
Mm-hmm.
If I gave you one shot, knocked out your teeth, and knocked you out, and then walked away, and then I was arrested, opposed to giving you one shot, knocking you out, and then stomping on you, pounding you, picking you up, tossing you back to the floor, and I'm going to say I'm defending myself? Man, you're out cold already.
Yeah,
That's different. There's no, you see, that's what I'm saying. Intent is different. If it's self-defense, I hit you once, bam, you're out. You fell, you cracked your head. Well, he attacked me.
Mm-hmm.
But you're out on the floor now, and I'm still pounding on you. And they find me pounding on you. How could the means be the same?
Well, she wasn't out when she did the first pound, right?
Well,
now, again, because she jumped on her, right? They were still scuffling, and then she grabbed her head and hit it twice. Bam, bam, on the ground, right?
only twice?
I think twice or three times, something like that.
It was three.
I'll tell
Where
you.
you stopped looked like it was already 2.
No. Where I stopped it, she didn't even pound her yet.
I heard the plunk.
No, I didn't even pound her yet. She didn't even pound her yet.
Anzo, I heard it. I cringed from it. Or maybe I fucking visioned it and heard it in my head.
Right, because
I'm that high, yo.
So I put it on. When they fall to the ground, her head hit it. But then
when she got up top, she did 1 and you froze it before she could do another. And I'm saying she must have did 3 or 4.
No, she only did 2. Hold on. I'm looking at it now, right now.
This shit's on YouTube?
Yeah, 1.
It's on X.
Yeah, she did it twice. She did it twice.
Fuck.
Yeah, she did it twice.
Did someone stop her? Or
like I said, these kids these days, man.
No, she stopped.
When they're fighting, these kids are fighting to the death. There is no.
Absolutely.
I just want to knock you out. They are. It's insane. Kicking people in the head and stuff. Like, dude, what is wrong with you?
I wouldn't recommend kids to fight nowadays because these kids are coming with weapons.
Facts.
Like, hell no. My kids 100%. ain't no we finna go fight this girl. No, the hell you not. No, man.
Facts. 100%.
No.
Like said, we don't know what the mood is like in that area as far as racism, hatred, and stuff like that. So that could play a role too, right?
It's the middle of America.
It could play a role, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's highly white.
Hey, y'all remember that shovel girl? Threw the shovel at that girl?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like she came in thinking she thought she didn't know she was gonna throw the shovel at her. She kind of, you mean you look at her, she picked the shovel up. She's like, oh shit, like, but she didn't initially know he was going to hit her with a weapon. See what I mean? I don't even think she got any charges like that.
You see, and I'm watching the video now, and it seems like the only white girl that was there was her. But there's a bunch of other black people fighting each other as well, right? So it showing me that it wasn't racially motivated. I think it was probably a boyfriend thing.
That's what I say. It was
it was a dude thing. You know what I mean? It had to have been some sort of dude thing because it's not like, because I'll show it. I'll show this real quick. I'm not going to show the video, but just to give you guys some context to see that there's a bunch of like black people fighting each other, and she's the only white girl there. So as I'm thinking about it, it doesn't look like it's racially motivated to me. It more or less looks like, like, look here. These are all black people fighting. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking.
No, but the state, the people of the community are gonna make it racially motivated.
Yes.
Even though they had nothing, even though she was doing hood rat shit with her friends.
Yeah, 100%.
So Iggy Azalea was about that life.
But that's why it's like whenever stuff like this happened, the first thing people try to run to is the race thing. You know what I mean? Like for me, it was never about race. I said fuck around and find out, because if you start something with somebody, there's going to be consequences to it. Did the consequences get a little bit extreme? 100%, right? But I've never used it as a black and white thing. But when you look at all these Twitter posts, it's like, oh, savages, you know what I mean? This and that. But I don't see a bunch of white people fighting black people in this video. I see a bunch of black people fighting. So if you're a critical thinker, you're not going to think, oh, well, you know what? It's racial. It's not racial. It guaranteed.
Who's the victim, Nzo?
A white girl.
There you go.
No, I know. 100%. I agree with you. 100%. But I'm saying, like, if you look at it through a non-racist eyes, it's not.
There's not enough of those eyes. That's the problem.
I know. 100%. I know.
You heard me say it doesn't matter what nationality. Fucked up is fucked up, right?
100%.
But they seem to think that, every time we see a black crime against white, we're all cheering. Like we're saying, good for you. You deserve it because you're all racist. We're more educated than that, But they're not.
and they make it seem like, like you always talk about media and race baiting, but when you see stuff like this, it's regular people that are on their race baiting, because that's the first thing that they go to when they see something like this, right? And if it had been the white girl that did that to the black girl, they would have been like, oh, she deserved it. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, good job, she deserved it. It would have been a totally different narrative from them. And I'm just saying, like, sometimes we need to look at these things and see it's not always racially motivated. It's just not. You know what I mean? Sometimes kids are going to be kids. Shit, sometimes adults fight about stupid shit. You know what I mean? Of
course.
Like, we fight about stupid shit. You stepped on my shoe. Bam. Like, I've seen enough dudes get knocked out because they stepped on a dude's shoe by accident.
You see adults fighting over who skipped them in line still. You know what I mean? So
right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? So
fighting over Stanley Cups and shit. Like, damn.
If I'm not mistaken, yep. And if I'm not mistaken, it was the black girl that tried to jump and hit the white girl.
Yes.
If you go back, so this is not racially motivated. It's,
right. So I'll show what you're talking about.
A boyfriend. She was probably thinking she was down with the black folk, hanging around the black people, and shit happens.
So when she jumps on her here, this black girl here, right? And I'll show it real quick.
Yeah,
she attacks the black girl, right? One of them attacked the black girl, I believe. Hold on.
Yeah, because then somebody come up and grab her.
There's a white girl.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who that white person is right there.
Another white girl that really wasn't involved. But this black girl here jumped on this black girl, right? And then this one tried to. So it's showing me, like, again, it's not really racially motivated, this fight. It's a dude. It's a dude. Someone's man cheated, right? Whichever it was the white girl's man or one of them. One of them did something.
I'm gonna be honest. I almost ended up in a fucked up situation like this. So I was hanging with these girls, and we was walking home from a party. I didn't know the whole time we was at the party that they had beef with these other girls. So I'm a part of this beef now because I'm hanging with these girls, and I don't even know this shit, right?
Yes.
So we walking home, right? And I'm like, man, it's a nice night, Anyway, here come a group of girls. I'm like, oh shit, what is going on? Not knowing that now I'm supposed to be a part of this beef and down to fight. So I'm standing there like, who we supposed to be fighting? Like, I'm looking like the dummy of the group because nobody informed me of shit. So I can see how you end up in a fucked up situation like this as a teenager, because I was like 13. Yeah, about to be fighting some people in the middle of the street just because I'm hanging with some people that got beef with another group of people.
Facts. I can tell you another one too. Right?
I thought they was gonna jump me.
Yeah, because you're guilty by association, right?
I was like, I don't even know y'all name.
Facts. One time I checked my cousin, and I'm like, man, where can we get some weed, bro? And he's like, oh, I got these neighbors downstairs. We'll go get some chronic from them, So we knock on the door. They open up the door, and as soon as the door opened up, I just get this screw face, like you can feel someone piercing down your skin and shit, right? So I'm like, okay, whatever. So we go in, give us so and so, right? Now the other dude, they're in the kitchen playing dominoes, whatever. So he turned and see me, give me a look too. You know what I mean? And it was right around the time when Tyson was fighting Buster Douglas. It was a Tyson Buster Douglas fight. So he's sitting on the table. Tyson's gonna mash him up. I bet anybody $500. Blah blah blah. He's looking at me while he's doing this. You know what I mean? I'm like, whatever. So I get the stuff and I leave. So in the next couple of days, I see one of my homies. We chilling, like the dude I always hang out with. My boy, we're always together. I'm like, yo, bro, I went to go check these dudes the other day, man, and they gave me this look, this vibe and shit. My boy was like, oh, them dudes. Yeah, man, they hate me. Like, we've had wars, they've shot at each other and shit. I was like, really? No wonder why they looked at me a certain way, because they always see me with you. So now they saying, oh, this dude's coming in here maybe to check out our spot or whatever. yo, it could have been a very fucking different situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like very different situation because
You
I
gotta
didn't know
watch
what
the
the hell was
company
going
you
on.
keep.
Association's a bitch, huh?
Had
Yeah.
no idea what was
And when
going
you're in
on.
those type of broad situations, you don't want to be the guy that don't jump in to help
Never.
Absolutely.
because if that
Right.
other group is
Never.
already beefing with that group and you with the group and you don't help them out, now you're beefing with two different groups
Facts.
because it's just like I say, you just got to watch the company you keep.
I remember I went out one night
Keep talking,
and one
I'll
of
be
my
right back.
boys was at a club, and he's not my boy. Like, we didn't go there together, right? He gets into a fight, 1-on-1, and he was a pretty good fighter, you know? He got mashed up. I stood there and watched. Everyone stood there and watched. He came up to me one night and I jumped in.
Because then it wouldn't
I
be
was so
fair.
insulted. I said, I would have got beat worse than you. If I would have jumped in, you think I didn't see all his boys standing around too? I would have got licks from all of them. You think I'm fucking stupid? He could say whatever,
Usually one-on-one.
whatever he wants.
Yeah, if it's one-on-one, I'm gonna let you two fight it out.
That's right.
But
One-on-one, you lose, it's over.
Yeah,
But that's how it
usually
should be,
the guys
though. Go
but
ahead,
usually
JT.
guys I grew up around, when it was a one-on-one fight, if it got out of hand, we stopped it. We all just okay, he's out of here. Let's pull these guys apart. These
Mhm.
kids not thinking
Mhm.
like that. They are
Facts.
not thinking. Then we have parents
Facts.
who are young, are very young, who still got that same teenage mindset. We're like, yeah, go out there. You better go out there and do that. You better go out there and beat them. You better go out there. It's like, no, it's
And yeah,
ridiculous.
you have parents that encourage that shit. Let me just say this. LOWKEY sent a $10 super chat. He said, hit that
Respect,
like
LOWKEY.
button, support this MD and this Eminem fan. You've been on the pod, you haven't said nothing, LOWKEY. What's up, man?
I'm letting y'all
Yeah,
get
quit
y'all
running
shit
from
off.
that red man, Mr. Man,
I
man.
done
Quit
seen this
running.
video,
What are your thoughts
so I'm
on
just
it?
letting y'all get y'all shit off.
What are your thoughts on it? You seen it?
Yeah, and I know it's not a racist video. I know these two girls, teenage girls, are fighting over a dude.
That's what I'm saying.
See?
What do you think about them wanting to charge her as an adult, though?
That's not right, because they was both into a fight, and it could have went one way or the other, in my opinion. It was multiple people fighting, and she's young. Nah, that ain't right.
I really hope this girl don't pass away, yo.
I feel sorry for the girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to, right? You have to feel sorry for the girl.
I do too. But you can't predict how somebody gonna react once y'all get into a fight.
Exactly.
Absolutely. 100%. Because when I watched the video, and I'm not gonna show it on here because I will, but after she gets the head, like, you could see her literally shaking. You know what I mean? I'm like, man. And then you gotta put it into perspective too, as what if that was your daughter? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, I will say that too. Like, if you put that into perspective as what if that was your daughter, you're gonna feel differently. You know what I mean? You watch now, you see your daughter in the hospital, she's not waking up. They're saying she has brain damage and stuff like that. So it's a tragedy. But both lives are gonna be messed up for this for the rest of their lives. You know what I mean? And should that really be the case? I don't know.
It's a
That's
consequence.
the risk you take when you get into these altercations, man.
Absolutely.
And she is at the age where she knows right and wrong. So yeah.
Absolutely. Now, you'd also have to see the intent, right? Did she intend to really put this girl in the hospital like that? Or was it just a spur of the moment fight thing? And it's just like, because
I don't know.
Both on the ground. They both got on the ground. So nah, that's to me went to defense mode. Like, I don't want you to put me back on my back no more.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be the one that's gonna be in the situation to where you're fucked up now. You know what I mean?
And if she had knocked her out and walked over and pounded her head 2 times, it would be a whole different story.
I agree. I just think
in the moment, you guys are right. In the moment, you can't really say what you're gonna do. It's called survival skills, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you wake up, you're like, "Oh fuck, did I do that?" That shit don't hold water in court, but that's the reality of life, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing too, right? Because they have, like, so you come home and you see your significant other in bed with another, opposite sex or whatever, Now you go crazy, fight, maybe hurt the person, hurt them. They have that rage of passion, you know what I mean? A defense that you can use, right? And sometimes it happens to where you get to a point where you don't think about what you're doing and you just react. And I think that's what pretty much happened in this video. She probably wasn't thinking about, and I would love to hear her side to see if there's remorse. You know what I mean? That will tell a lot. You know, if they talk to the black
and
girl.
Also remember, once she got on top, somebody was about to try to get her jump. Like they were about to try to jump when somebody else came out of nowhere. Took out the way.
Yeah. It's just a whole shit show. It really is. You know what I mean? And again, at the same time, both people are gonna be in trouble. I just don't like the fact that anytime there's a white person, black person fighting, it's always some racially motivated thing. You know what I mean?
Still gonna have to deal with some race once this young black girl going to the court.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. But I think we all on this panel at least agree that we don't think it's a racial fight. You know what I mean?
Nah,
it had nothing to do with the fight.
No, this was some teens doing some teen shit.
And as you can see, it's multiple people fighting, not just them.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And if it's over a man, my advice is it's never worth it. It's never worth to fight over. I know. 100%.
Not saying just kids do this too. I forgot. Never mind.
Adults do it too, 100%. But that's what I'm saying. It's never worth fighting like that over this bullshit. You know what I mean? Like over a man, over a woman. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it.
If I got a fight, I ain't want to.
Messing with somebody else. You probably got 3 or 4 chicks somewhere they don't know about.
You know what I mean? That dude they were after is an athlete and was going in the NBA or NFL. I have no idea, to be honest with you, Basil.
Why gotta be the NBA and NFL, man? How come it can't be hockey? How come it can't be baseball? How come it can't be golf? Why gotta be NBA or NFL? Also,
because for a black man to get into hockey, he has
they were fighting over black dudes.
Exceptionally skilled.
Exactly.
Because there's only black dudes there. So I'm just saying.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
It could be an Asian dude. It could be an Asian dude with about 13 inches of wang on him. You never know.
That's even as rare as black people in hockey. I'm just saying. You said an Asian dude with 13 inches. You may see one black person in hockey. You may see one Asian dude with that type of size. You know what I'm saying? So you're right. I mean, if that's what they're fighting over, that's a rare commodity. So they
definitely fighting over a black dude, because if it was a white dude or something out there, they'd be like, "Come on, guys, no, stop, man, come on." You know, I'm just
yeah, but it's definitely a dude while they're fighting for, and I honestly believe that. You know what I mean? I'm just, like I said, let's stick to the real topic of it and stay away from the racial stuff and just show that it was a tragedy.
I'm surprised you're saying that as much as you don't been on race lately.
I've been on race, but I call out the bullshit when I see it. That's why I did this one too, because of the racist stuff that people were saying about it. You know what I mean? And she betrayed as an adult. Like they want her on the death penalty. You know what I'm saying? Like they want this 15-year-old girl to get the death penalty.
Modern day lynching. That's what it is.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that she deserves a death penalty, you know? Wow, JG, Asian dude, 13 inches. That's about as rare as seeing a unicorn.
Where does this go?
Well, I'm just saying.
I'm out, dog. I'm out.
Or low-key, whoever said it. It was me.
No, it was not.
No, it was JG that said it. Sorry. It was JG that said it.
No, she's in critical condition.
So that's another narrative that they're pushing, is that she died too, right? And I'm like, no, she didn't. Like, and the problem I find is when you're getting your information from X, and like you got to do your own research, man. You can't be getting information from X. It doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Because
it's a lot of stupid people.
Way too stupid. Way too stupid. So
you good,
I'm praying. I'm praying for both of them. You know what I mean? I'm praying for the white girl. I'm praying for that. Hopefully she comes out of it and she's okay. You know, she'll probably have to do a lot of physical therapy to get back because brain damage is messed up. But you know, at the end of the day, we're all hoping for, you know, a positive outcome to the situation. So
I
now,
wonder if the girl comes out of it unscathed, and what's going to happen to the sister.
it's a good question.
Go through.
That's a good question. I think they may. Well, the people on the post that want her to, you know, they'll probably still want her tried for attempted murder. You know what I mean?
I'd like to hear what the district attorney has to say.
I would like to hear what a lot of, you know, so far, I haven't really heard, other than the information what's going on, haven't really heard if she's being charged or, you know, what they came out with the outcome, why it happened. I haven't heard all that information. So let's hope for the best for the both of them. 100%. 100%. Next topic we had is Ukraine versus Palestine. And I think
it's Ukraine versus Palestine.
Palestine, I'm sorry. Palestine.
It's all good. It's all good, partner.
Wait, they ain't gonna stop your stream for this, are they?
Yeah, you know, I thought about it because, you know, this is another sensey topic, and
but it's
the reason,
something that we never. No, I was just gonna say it's something that we haven't talked about, and I think it's something that we should talk about. We touched on it briefly once, but I do think it's a topic we should talk about. Danny said if she dies, she'll probably will be charged with involuntary manslaughter. I think that's the word I was looking for, Danny. Yeah, involuntary.
Because it wasn't intent.
What kind of sentence does that hold? Because we got to remember she's a
minor. It depends on
too.
the state, and she's a minor. It depends on if they try her as a juvenile or an adult. That's as much as I know.
Damn, that's crazy. Go ahead, Roberto. What did you want to bring up?
I've been seeing some rallies lately. I don't really watch the news much because it's pure bullshit, but I was watching this rally. I think it was somewhere in Canada where they blocked all the roads.
Mm-hmm.
And they're outside. It had to be in Canada. They were outside of Trudeau's office, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they got violent and shit. And I'm seeing the groups or these rallies are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And that shit's still going on in Ukraine. Mm-hmm. Now, when I compare the two, I don't see how Ukraine wanting to sign with NATO the same provoking the war as Hamas going in and massacring people. Mm-hmm. You know, like, I don't think what's happening to the Palestinians is right. They shouldn't. The innocent people shouldn't be dying. But they're living amongst those people who did what they did, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody knows that now. It's bad to make this comparison, but I look at Hamas like cockroaches, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can't just spray and they're gone. You have to demolish the building. That's what they did on Plomodon, you remember? They kicked us out. They demolished all the walls, everything to get rid of them, but they're still there. So even if Israel says, okay, we stop, are these rallies going to happen to get Hamas?
But Israel, what we're seeing is genocide, bro. They're killing.
But it's the same thing that's going on in Ukraine, dog. That's what I'm trying to say. It's the same thing.
Well, I don't think. Well, yeah, Ukraine it is 100%. It's the Russians that are doing it. But I think what the problem with this is, I don't know. Yeah, I guess
Nzo,
it's the same.
Someone comes in your house, kills your family, kidnaps your family. You're not going to retaliate?
Yeah, but we got to understand why it's doing this, right?
No, I'm just saying. We're talking about, when you're in a fight, you can't be really responsible for your actions. Somebody kills your family. You're not going to want to retaliate, and people are going to tell you how you could retaliate?
But do you retaliate by killing a bunch of innocent people, or do you just go
I,
after the
I I
person that
don't
killed?
justify that, dog. I don't. But like I'm saying, if they're hiding amongst them, how do you get them? You see all
After
these
You have
they've
to.
fucking
killed your
tunnels,
family,
these guys, huh?
and
You
that's
have
what
to
you're
be
talking
better.
about, Roberto, right? From the point of view of after they've killed your family and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's like this is provoked. This is not them just going out and saying we're gonna go kill all Palestinians. Everyone's forgetting what fucking started this. That's all
Mhm.
forgotten now. That's not even spoken about.
So
Yeah, you definitely not thinking about the innocence or nobody. You're not thinking about nothing but revenge, getting back.
It's sorry to say, but that's how it is when it comes to family, right? Like
right,
you want to
but
see the
if
diplomatic version of it, but diplomatically is not going to resolve your issue.
no, but what I'm saying, if we
Your
really want to
kids and
talk about what started it, if we really want to talk about what's starting it, like Hamas doing what they doing, it's because their land is being taken from them, right? Israel is stopping them from getting access to food and stuff like that. It's been going on for centuries, what they've been doing to the Palestinians.
The
So if you push
Palestinians
it,
live amongst them, Monzo. They
I know
live, they
that,
get along, they fucking.
no, but the Palestinians live amongst them because Israel came over there and took the Jewish came over there and took their land.
I don't know, man. There's different versions of this, and it's the version you want to believe, unfortunately.
Well,
But
there's
there's
actually
scriptures, you know, like
there's
it was given to them. The Jews didn't go there and take it. It was given to them.
but why was it given to them though?
But
Right?
Who
And
also, if
who
I
gave
give
it to
you,
no,
them?
that's
Who
what I'm
gave
gonna
it to them?
I don't know if
And
it
who
was
gave it to them?
I don't know who gave it to
It was
them.
the
I
Americans.
no.
Yes, it
No, it
was.
wasn't. It's either the
It
Germans.
it was the Americans.
No, it wasn't the Americans.
Bro,
It wasn't the
I
Germans.
watched.
Sorry.
It was the Americans. I had a video on it where where they showed the whole history of the Jewish going over there. It was the Americans. The Americans had the right to the land, and they were the ones that gave it to the Israels. The Israels went over there and they started taking over the
No,
the
that's not
land.
right, Anzo.
I'm
That's not
telling
right.
you.
No, I'm
I'm
sorry, that's
telling
not
you.
I
right.
mean, that
Yes,
is
on
factual information.
If you look at
It's
it
there.
like that,
it,
then everybody's going to be on the side of the Palestinians. That's not how it
but
is.
that is how it is. Hold on.
There's
I'm gonna
corrupt
play the
in
video.
everything. When you
I'm gonna
say
try
the
and find the
Jews, you
video.
have to realize when you say the Jews,
Um,
you're saying all of them, right?
mm-hmm.
Do you
No, I'm
actually
not saying
know
all
there's
Jews,
Jews there that are protesting against what's going on right now in
but
Palestine?
again, I'm not saying all Jews. That's not what I'm saying because we never talk about all Jews.
We
But
get
I'm
corrupted
gonna
news.
hold on. No, but I don't. That's not the news that I get from
No,
them.
I'm not
I'm gonna
saying
play.
your news. I
Yeah,
said
hold
we,
on.
all of
I'm
us.
hold on. I'm gonna play the video. Let's watch the video and then you're gonna see what I'm talking about. This is actual. This guy does the video. Actual facts. Actual facts, not propaganda. Facts. 6-minute video. Let's watch it.
Palestine and Israel. It's complicated. Well, at least that's what some people would like you to think.
Who's this guy?
Sold the narrative of a tit-for-tat skirmish of rockets, a real estate dispute, or even a centuries-old religious feud. There's so much more to the story of Palestine we all need to know. So, how did we get here? Let's take it back to the beginning. It starts with the end of a world war, Muslims fighting each other, and a promise made by the West only a century ago. So here's how the story begins. It's 1916, and the First World War is raging on. The Ottoman Empire is 617 years old at this point and is on the brink of collapse. The British and the French had promised the Arabs sovereignty and Arab leadership over the Arabian Peninsula and the Levant if they helped them defeat the Ottomans. And so the Arabs said, okay. And so they helped them defeat the Ottomans. Now I know what you're thinking. What's this got to do with Palestine and the creation of Israel? Just trust me, we'll get there. Okay, so when the British and the French won, the Arabs wanted the land that was promised to them. But little did they know, the British and the French had this little top secret meeting. And in this top secret meeting, it was planned that the captured Ottoman province will be divided into areas of British and French control and influence.
Okay,
The British would receive Palestine, Jordan, and southern Iraq, while the French would control southeastern Turkey, northern Iraq, Syria, and Lebanon. This was called the Sykes-Picot Agreement. But then the Arabs found out about this agreement. They were shocked. They had been bamboozled and tricked. They thought that they were fighting a war in order to overthrow their non-Arab Muslim rulers, only to end up with, you guessed it, European colonial rulers instead. Anyway, that's a long story for another video. Now that the British occupy Palestine, something unusual is happening back in Europe. You see, the Zionist movement had been growing increasingly influential and lobbied hard to support the mass migration of Jews to Palestine and recognize a Jewish claim to the Palestinian land. And in 1917, Britain, out of nowhere, publicly declared its intentions of establishing a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. So the British just gifted Palestine, a country which was made up of 90% Palestinians, to European Zionists. They gave it just like you would give a box of chocolates. Historians still debate till this day why the British gave Palestine to Zionists. It's simply baffling. Now, at this point, the Jewish population in Palestine was less than 10%. So when the British started to facilitate the immigration of European Jews to Palestine from 1922 and 1935, the Jewish population rose to 27%. With the British mandate in full swing, mass European Jewish immigration meant that more land would be seized and the native Palestinian population grew increasingly worried. The Palestinians would demonstrate their concerns to their British overlords, but they wouldn't have it. European Jewish settlement was on the rise. The British proposed a partition of Palestine and even advised the forceful removal of the Arab population from their homes. And yes, this was their plan to resolve the issue. So the Palestinians naturally rejected this proposal and revolted against the British. The revolts were crushed violently, killing thousands of Palestinians. But the Palestinians wouldn't give up. They would continue their fight for independence, and the British were clearly fed up. So in 1947, the British decided to hand over the responsibility for Palestine to the United Nations. So basically, they just said, here, clean our mess. And so the UN proposed this ridiculous proposal again, where Palestine will be partitioned into a Jewish and Arab state. Remember, Jews in Palestine only constituted 1/3 of the population, most of whom arrived from Europe just a few years earlier. Yet, in this proposal, they were allocated 55% of the land. Feeling like they got a bad deal again, the Arabs rejected the proposal, and the Zionists accepted. However, here's the catch. The Zionists didn't agree to the proposed borders, and even campaigned for more land. So they agreed to an Israeli state, but didn't agree to the size of it, so they can just choose it for themselves. By 1948, Zionist militia would storm and capture Palestinian-populated villages and cities, leaving thousands of Palestinians homeless and landless. The Zionists wanted to seize and cleanse as much land from Palestine before the British would officially withdraw their forces. And on the same day that they left, the Zionists proclaimed the establishment of the new Israeli state. Overnight, millions of Palestinians lost their country. And what's even more bizarre is that immediately the two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, recognized the new state of Israel. And if it couldn't get any worse, May 15th, 1948 was perhaps one of the darkest days in Palestine's history. They called it the Nakba, or the catastrophe. To lose your country, your identity, and your home just like that is something truly horrifying. But that wasn't enough for those Palestinian men, women, and children. They had to be ethnically cleansed from their lands and driven into near total destruction. See, the creation of the State of Israel didn't just mean that 1.9 million Palestinians were forced out of their homes. It didn't just mean that 78% of historic Palestine had been taken from its natives. It didn't just mean that 530 villages and cities were destroyed and ethnically cleansed. And didn't just mean the killing of 15,000 Palestinians in a series of mass atrocities. It means that it was the start of something even more horrifying for the Palestinian people. It signaled over 70 years of occupation, home demolitions, arbitrary arrests, displacements, Israeli expansion, military checkpoints, construction of walls, discrimination, massacres, and bombing of innocent men, women, and children in their own homes. So no, it's not complicated. The Palestinians are a people who have been oppressed and had their lands taken away from them and have been suffering ever since. This is how the events of the past shape the conditions of today. This is why it is important to remember and reflect our history before it repeats itself again. Because Allah knows we don't need it to happen again in another part of the world. May Allah lift the pain and the struggles from our Palestinian brothers and sisters. Ameen.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, I like to think we're both wrong because you said Americans. I said Germans.
I just said Americans.
I meant to say
but
Brits.
But because the UN was the one that ended up having to fix the mess at the end, right? So I misspoke there. But
I know this war has been going on forever, but there was never an attack, as far as I can remember, to this magnitude that Hamas pulled off. I don't recall. I don't recall 3,000 Palestinians dying from a bomb hitting a building in my lifetime. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't get current news. But I know I have a friend who sends me news from over there. And the news over there is totally different to the news we get over here. You know?
100%.
And when you hear the storyline, like I heard the storyline now from a Muslim guy. I would like to hear the storyline from a non-Muslim or a non-Jew, because it's going to be biased, dog. He's saying some facts, but some of the stuff he could put his propaganda in there for us to maybe want to believe. I want to hear it from someone who has no ties to it.
So what propaganda do you think that he put in there? Because I'm pretty sure you can go and research all the stuff that he said. Like if he was lying, you know, it would have been called out. You know what I mean?
Called out by who? It's just a video.
Yeah, but he has facts though. He's coming with things that you can actually go Google and search and find out.
I will go Google it. That's just it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to go because I've heard contradicting information. I know this has been going on for a long time. And I say, and I said it before in our show, racism will stop when there's peace in the Middle East. It'll never happen.
Mm-hmm.
But my question is, why aren't any of the neighboring countries helping these poor people? They're all Muslim countries around Palestine. Why aren't they helping?
Because they can't go up against the Israel. They're too strong.
Oh, no, dog. Come on. That's your answer?
Yeah, they're too strong, bro. Like
they don't fear Israel. If all of them ganged up on Israel right now, there'd be a big mess. But there's a lot more of them than Israelis, you know.
There is, but
you also got to remember who's allied with Israel.
Right.
This is it. The allies are there, but who are the allies trying to calm down? The Israelis. Because they don't want all those political pressure. They don't want all those Muslim countries to get together and unite and go after Israel. Because if that happens, there's nothing those superpowers could do.
Right, but who's funding Israel? It's the superpowers. They've been funding them.
It's the U.S. Russia is not really helping them.
Yeah, no, Russia's not, right? Russia's on their own shit with Ukraine, right? And Russia is basically, this Palestine stuff is taking away from the Ukraine stuff, right? And I think that's the more important stuff because Russia is, I don't know what they're trying to do, but
they're trying to do the same shit over there as what everyone claims Israel is doing over there. They're trying to just get land.
Take the land.
Get land. They're saying after Ukraine, Poland is next.
Mm-hmm.
So, and, you know, and
Israel has nukes. Absolutely.
Israel has a very, very strong military. There's no doubt about it. But they are outnumbered immensely in the Middle East.
Yeah.
I don't really think that if all the Arab countries united, that Israel could take on them.
But Israel would have America's backing, you know, and stuff like that. So if that did happen, America would back them because they've been backing them. JG, Nadia, you guys' thoughts?
Let's, historically speaking, let's also remember Hamas was created by Israel to fight the PLO. That's something that's not talked about a lot, right? When Yasser Arafat, I'm probably butchering his name, was running Palestine, Israel created Hamas to fight off his PLO, right? But the thing is, it backfired. That's historical evidence. It's there. You can look it up. They backfired on them. I have a question. Was Nat Turner a hero or a villain?
Nat Turner?
Yeah, was he a hero or a villain?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, to some people, he's a hero. To those opposite him, he was a villain. Look at the
Mm-hmm.
Palestine-Israel situation, right? To a lot of Jewish people, not just Jewish, but people all around, right?
Mm-hmm.
What Palestine did, you can't argue against that. That was horrible. That was
Absolutely.
horrible.
Absolutely.
At the
100%.
same time, I hate to say, but when you are a nation that's backed into a corner full of laws, where you have military checkpoints that will not allow you to go see your family member that's across the street, where you have to show IDs just to go from here 10 feet down the road,
Mm-hmm.
when you have these different policies that stop you from earning some money, doing this and doing that, what's going to happen? People are going to fight back. It's just the
Mm-hmm.
nature of the beast. And
100%.
so
The
that thing
oppressed
that
will
happened,
always try to stand up.
exactly. It was
Mm-hmm.
inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
Something was going to, such things have always happened. But remember, there's also a prophecy that says, I don't want to touch on this too much. There will be no peace in that region until God's chosen people inhabit that land.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stop right there. So I don't want, y'all getting blasted or something like that.
No worries about it, man. Do you gotta talk what you gotta talk, say what you gotta say. It's all good. Nadia, your thoughts?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no. I want your thoughts. I want your thoughts. No, no, I want to hear what you gotta say. Go
I,
ahead.
I I agree with JG. I mean, because you remember that country song that had all that controversy. Tried it in the
Oh,
small
try that in a
town.
small town.
That's
Yeah.
that's why I was like, yeah, that shit got some racist undertones, but I understand
Mm-hmm.
what he's saying. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's why America keeps America running, because it's working and we're domesticated beings at this point. But let some shit happen, America is gonna turn into utter chaos. It's gonna be
Absolutely.
like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's like, I'm just like, we are not too far from being what the Middle East is. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
Absolutely.
I'm just
Absolutely.
like, I mean, it
Absolutely.
is what it is. When you fuck with people and you fuck with their family, they gonna do this tit for tat, man. It's
What
just
helped make
tragedy.
this?
I hate war. I
It
hate
is.
war because, like,
It is.
humans, like, we can live. First of all, we can live without money, because money is a concept, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like, it's not even fucking real. And then the earth gives us everything that we fucking need, but
Mm-hmm.
here we are fighting over land like it's not enough fucking land for all of us. Like, what the
For real.
fuck?
For real.
I don't.
Mhm.
I agree. And what Hamas did was a tragedy, right? But when you go back to the history and see how these people lost their land and all of the stuff that this guy said in the video, now let's just say by chance it's true, right? Because I know
It
Roberto may
reminds
have
me
this.
of what the natives, what the colonists
Yeah,
did to the natives. Yeah, like, it's just
facts. Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
it happens. Like, but it's not enough. Like, and then anytime that's a whole look. That's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, because I be paying attention to what goes on the native lands.
And it, I watch Amazing Lucas, right? And he always says a lineage of evil, right? That's what he says about white people, because of a lineage of evil. And
That they so fucking proud of.
he,
I'm like,
he kind of right. You know what I mean? Like, we're not talking about everybody, but at the same time, it's like, man, like, when you got all that kind of stuff going on and you see history repeating itself over and over again, because that's exactly what this is. This history repeating itself. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, when's it going to stop? And it's getting to the point where there is so much threats of war that we are going to have a war soon. There is going to be World War III very soon. And that shit
Oh, of
scares the
course.
shit out of me. That shit scares the shit out of me. You know what I mean? There's an interview with Putin where he's talking about, oh, yeah, we have nukes and we're ready to go. And we have our plan in place if we have to shoot off nukes. If you think he's not dying to press, what if you think he's not dying to send a nuke to the US, then you haven't been paying attention. He wants
I
Who
don't
would
know.
do it too?
That's why I say the man, our previous president, might come back, because I mean, people might be scared and they like, oh, but he friends with him, and then that'll keep us out of war. And I'm just like, y'all are so fucking blinded by all the
I
like.
It's gonna be
said
a war no matter who wins this election.
It
It's
don't
gonna happen.
absolutely,
facts.
JG, absolutely, JG. It's gonna be no matter who wins, but like, it's
And
like, what side of the war will America be on based off of who wins?
and then you got to ask yourself this question too, right? Trump's not gonna take no shit from Putin, right? So he gonna threaten Putin. Putin's probably
Well,
gonna
and they
call his.
friends though, or like they was they was like mad cordial, or like doing a lot of meetings or something.
They have, and I think he was like one of the first presidents to actually have a meeting with Putin like that. So,
Yeah,
but I don't know, man. It's just when you think about the future that could be a possibility, right? It's scary. And like you said, if there is anything like that happens, it is going to be total chaos. You know what I
in
mean?
America, absolutely. I don't
Total
know. I can't
chaos.
speak for anywhere else, but I know in America, people are going to absolutely revert back to their animalistic shit, and
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be a
Mm-hmm.
free for all.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's going to give a fuck about anybody, and it's just. I hope you got guns and survival techniques. That's all I'm saying.
Facts. Facts.
Think
My
about
biggest
this.
thing about yeah, my biggest thing is
Well,
like,
go ahead, Nadine.
I
Go ahead.
got children. I got children. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of people who have said they would not want to bring children into this day and age.
No, I don't blame you.
You know what I mean? Like, because the way the world is going, we have no idea what's going to happen, man. Food and
Don't they
all
got
of that.
allies?
Yeah. Oh, look who it is, Canadian gangster himself. What are we talking about? You, nerd man. We
This
talking about
bald
you.
headed wannabe James Bond, James Bond. You know what? I'm leaving. I'm gonna leave Nerd Man alone. I'm gonna leave him alone.
Go ahead, Roberto. You've been quiet for a minute. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I said my piece.
Shout out,
Uh-huh.
nerd man.
Okay.
So
I was gonna
that
say,
video. Yeah, go ahead, JJ.
I was gonna say, like you were mentioning, Putin is over there taking over land, doing what he's got to do. Let's not forget North Korea. They're allied with them. Kim Jong Un, that
Mhm.
fool, he crazy enough to hit button too.
Mhm.
And like Boz was saying, China, they're taking over land
Mhm.
pieces at a time.
Everywhere.
They're an
Mhm.
economic power. Those
And
three
if you
combined, there's no
China,
stopping them.
China is
China
No
is
playing the
stopping them.
backing
long game.
Russia.
China been playing the long game for
yes,
years, like
yes.
centuries. China is waiting on everything to fall in place, and it's just gonna be
Yes.
like, whoop, we
Yeah.
on
Trying to
They're
be
everything.
taking Africa, they're taking Jamaica, they all over the place.
Well,
Africa.
China is backing Russia.
Yes.
That means
100%.
we're in deep shit.
Africa is backing Russia.
Because
Well,
China is in
is
Africa.
China, yeah. China
China's
has
in
been
Africa.
buying
Yeah.
up. China has been buying up a lot of the land in Africa. Dr. Umar talked about all the time what they're doing over there,
All
right?
over the world, Anzo. All over the
You
world.
seen
They
the
own
picture?
Jamaica.
Remember the picture
Oh
they
yeah.
took together when they were showing them about to sell their own currency?
Yeah.
Yep. I
Yeah.
said that.
So
They're
And think
starting
about
their
what
own
they're doing.
currency.
An
and
Asian man will marry an African woman, and you know when they get married, the man claims whatever she has.
yeah.
So you're just we're fucked up. We are
Mhm.
fucked. So what's that?
And you have these little countries like Saudi Arabia, they're signing, they're on the side of Russia and China and them, you know what I mean? So it seems to me like there's a little crew that's building, you know what I mean? And that little crew that's building is to deal with the West, to deal with Canadians, British, Americans.
Is this why
You know
all
what I
the
mean?
billionaires are building bunkers?
Yes. Yes, I
Yes.
believe so.
Yes.
100%. I believe so. You have Rick Ross, he did a video talking about his bunker. You know what I mean? Like a lot. And then I'm like, because we had this discussion a couple weeks ago. Like, I don't want to be living the rest of my life in no fucking bunker. No, I don't
It
want to do
depends
it.
on what type of bunker it is. I don't know.
Okay.
With
So-
our money, it ain't gonna be much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, Mark Zuckerberg, them, that's gonna be different bunkers.
Oh, they got state of the art.
They got highways down there, man.
Yeah,
They got that. This is the end. TVs coming out the floor and shit. They ready.
You're probably right. You know what I mean? I know I can't even afford a bunker. So I'm screwed. You know what I mean? Like I'll just go and dig a hole in my backyard, big enough like my living room, and call that my bunker. That's what I'd have to do. But other than that,
you out of here. They got you.
Yeah, they got you.
Yeah, 100%. 100% they got me. I'm done. Because food is gonna be rationed, you know what I mean? Water, like you would have to really be able to sustain life for years. Regular people are not going to be able to do that. The rich ones that are building stuff, they may be able to, but regular people are not going to do that. You know what I mean?
You see, they done built that billionaire submarine
Mm-hmm.
that can last on the water for like 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm. But so that would be useless because if there was the nuclear war and they say it would take 20 nuclear missiles to put a cloud. So we'd have nuclear winter. They would put a cloud of dust and smoke surrounding the whole earth that would last for centuries. Water would turn to acid. You understand?
Shit would look like Sarah Connor Dream.
Pretty much.
Yep.
So you don't want to live like that, man. I don't want to live like that. So I'd probably just go stand outside and just end it. You know what I mean?
Have you ever seen this movie called The Road?
No.
Well, to me, that's probably the most realistic look of post-apocalyptic era. And I would never want to be in that position.
Man,
I've seen a lot of father and daughter walking around or whatever.
Yeah, the man with the son. It's only him and his son.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
See, yeah.
I think I seen that one. I know what you're talking about. Hot Tech said with the potentials of AI as well and environmental catastrophes possibly, they are building national AI now. Well, if the sub is controlled with a joystick, that'll kill me. We got 29 people watching. Thank you guys for popping in. It's always a pleasure. You know what I mean? It's always great to have you guys coming in here and chilling with us. The road was great. Had Viggo Morrison from Lord of the Rings. Okay,
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. But at the end of the day, man, I'm just I just want a good future. You know what I mean? Roberto, you have daughters, same age as my son. I fear what their future is going to be.
Yeah.
I really do. You know what I mean?
Raising leaders.
More so their kids.
And their kids as well, right? 100%. But if it gets worse, will they want to even bring kids into this world? You know what I mean?
I don't know. There's more, like, growing up, there's more of us that wanted kids than didn't. It's a cycle. Once you stop that cycle, there's repercussions that are going to happen, and it's going to take a long time to make up for that lost time.
Absolutely. But what I mean though is, price of food, right, is going to just go up. You know what I mean? Cost of living is just going to go up. Our wages are not going up fast enough. So by the time our kids are our age, I'm like, it feels like if you ain't well off, you're going to be homeless.
But is this a master plan?
That's facts.
Is this a master plan? And another question I have, if things are so rough, why are people still, like a ticket that used to cost $600 costs $2,000 now?
Yep.
How are people still able to fucking travel? Some people are making mad money, man.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, you gotta hustle. You got to know how to move. And I ain't talking about even illegal. I'm just saying
you have to. Honestly, if you're not doing something on the internet, it has to be illegal because the government wants a piece of everything, man.
Oh, that's all. Everything. If you even try to get around that, they're going to get you back later on. So yeah.
Especially American.
Well, there's more people. Yeah, because you guys, your IRS is some fucked up, man. But
man,
there's a lot of people doing it. You know what? I'll tell you like this: if you're not doing something illegal here, you're struggling.
They let you do that. They let you do that so you can build that up. Like, we know what you're doing. We want you to get to a certain limit though, so we can not.
They don't even let you open up legitimate businesses here. They give you a hard time.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. It's like, so imagine now, right? Most people have to have 2 incomes in the house to even just afford a regular apartment, you know?
So
2 incomes
person right now that's working 2 jobs.
Exactly. Imagine 10 years from now. You know what I mean? Like, imagine what it's gonna be like 10 years from now. It's already $20 for one fucking T-bone steak. 10 years from now, that steak is gonna be $50 for one steak. You know what I mean?
About some crab legs.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like, don't even think about buying bacon. You know what I mean? Don't even think about buying bacon. Regular
turkey bacon over here.
Turkey bacon, pork bacon, whatever.
Oh,
don't even think about buying it. Don't even think about buying it because you're gonna be paying like what, $20 for a pound of bacon. Like, who's gonna fucking want to pay that? You know what I mean? So that's why I say, like, if you're not well off, you're going to be homeless. You know what I mean? You are going unless you have like 3 or 4 people who's all working, living in an
5
apartment.
or 6 people,
right? You know what I mean? And they're living in like a 2-bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? People
because if you living in anything over 2 bedrooms, you got to be paying $3,000 or $4,000.
100%, 100%, 100%. You know what I mean? The prices for apartments are skyrocketing now, like unbelievably skyrocketing.
Keyword you just said was apartments. We're not even talking about houses.
No, I'm talking about just regular fucking apartments, skyrocketing. 1 bedroom. I say we call 3.5 here, but I know you guys 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 1 bedroom over a Gino. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So I'm worried.
Like, and they're tearing those buildings down and putting up fucking condos that cost even more.
Yep.
Condos. Yeah, 100%. 100%. So it feels like there's only going to be the rich and the poor, the middle class.
I think it's already there. I think it's already there, Nzo. We've been saying that for a long time.
I do, but I still think we still have a middle class, right? It's not as much as it used to be, but I still think it's there. But I think in like 10 years, 15 years, there's going to be no middle class. It's just going to be strictly rich and strictly poor people. Hey, that's it.
Make sure you're making 3 times what you are making to pay your rent. Make sure you make it 3 times that.
Yeah.
Make sure you make it 3 times that. What?
100%.
Why?
If salaries increase were at least close to the cost of living, it would be one thing, but not exactly. They're not fucking raising. They're not raising the, minimum wage is going up here again. I think like fucking 50 cents. Like, you know what I mean? Cost of living. It's the cost of living.
It's still $7.25 down here.
You see, now that is crazy.
$7.25.
That is crazy. I know.
See the.
I could not. There's nobody here that could live on $7.25 an hour. You could
they're not paying nobody down here $7.25, but that's still what it legally is.
That's the minimum wage.
But they know people would never. Nobody's working for that. Nobody working for.
Absolutely, absolutely, 100%, 100%. Our minimum wage here is like $16.25, I think it is, and.
Yeah.
Oh man, down here killing going there.
JG, what?
Dude,
yeah,
what?
But
steal somebody's identity.
Like I deal with that snow winter.
Man, what?
You know what's funny?
If y'all minimum wage
16. Damn.
No, I'm just asking because if y'all minimum wage is 16, then you just imagine like regular pay.
But that's what I'm saying. You guys are like 16, goddamn, and me and Roberto are like, what the fuck is $16 an hour? What are we gonna do with that? You know what I mean?
I'm saying that ain't shit. But I'm saying as far as minimum wage.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, for full time making that right now.
Thank you. JG. Thank you.
You can't live off of that.
You can't live off that. No,
you
and think about getting paid every 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Oh no,
I'm robbing somebody. I'm sorry.
Because at that point, you have to decide: am I going to eat or am I going to pay my bills? You know what I mean? Because that's the choice a lot of people are having right now, and it's getting a lot worse. You know,
Shit, a lot of people are making the choice of, are my kids going to eat? Not me. I ain't even going to eat. Are they going to eat?
Exactly. 100%. You know what I mean? So it's getting a lot worse over here. And I say it all the time, 10 years from now, it's gonna be, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. What jobs are kids gonna have if AI can do anything better than them? What's the point of artists anymore?
Go ahead, breathe, man. Breathe.
Hey, you're gonna have to change your intro, JG. You're gonna have to change your intro about the king of ganja. This guy joking up in here all the time.
The ganja jester over here.
Oh my God! Also, for 2 years now, this guy's still trying to talk while he's choking on a fucking draw.
I know.
He be seeming like he be inhaling and talking. Like you can't do
and his voice, he's like
it was something I used to be able to do back in the day. You would think about, man, and
that's the young days.
You can get that talk out, but now it's like, it doesn't work.
And you smoking a different strain from back then. It's different.
Facts, 100%. It doesn't work that way, But man, like I said, man, especially all of us on the panel that have kids, if you're not worried about your kids in the future or what's going to happen in the future, then you need to really look around you and see what's going on. You know what I mean? Arsene said, that's the thing. I'm not even sure they actually want everybody to live down the line. And we've had that discussion many times, right? Where it's like thinning the herd.
The purge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thinning the herd. I was type, guys, don't come on with this bullshit conspiracy theory stuff. Hate it, don't like it. But at the end of the day, there is some truth to some of that conspiracy stuff. There is some truth to it. And I wouldn't deny or not believe that they're trying to thin the herd. I would not believe that. You know what I mean? I just think it's possible. And possibly Tesla if they go first to market with human AI. So, yeah, what I was saying there, man, is, you're still going to need plumbers, right? You're still going to need plumbers. You're still going to need construction workers and stuff like that. But when it comes to, like you said, like artistry, even movies at the end of the day can be generated by AI, where a lot of these actors now are making contracts where they're signing over their likeness. So if they pass away, a studio can use an AI generated version of you. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. So I don't know, man. I'll own nothing and be happy is what they want. Well, this is why, people need to stand up and do some of the stuff that, fight the narrative and fight what's going on, or else we're all going to be screwed in the future, man. We are all going to be screwed. So I hope that doesn't happen. But, Andrea said, don't invest in Bitcoin. You'll regret it if you do. Many of millionaires haven't invested in Bitcoin. Well, I personally wish I would have at the beginning when I first heard of it. I'd have probably took out a lot of that money, kept a few in there. You know what I mean? But yeah, at the end of the day, man, I think when it comes to money as well, sooner or later, it's just going to all be digital money. They're trying to get rid of paper money, and everything is going to be all digital.
Like if you go to certain places, bro, they'll look at you crazy. Like, man, you can't take cash. You better have a card. You can't take no cash.
Well, and again, I think when it came to COVID, I think that was a test for a lot of things, and that was one of them, because you couldn't use money anywhere, cash anywhere. You had to use your debit
keep
card.
Some cash around.
Absolutely. 100%.
Keep some cash.
100%. Because you know why? If that network goes down, you ain't getting your cash out. Then what? You know what I mean? Then what? So I have a little stash of cash where I keep in there, and I have it there.
Definitely outside of banks too.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, sitting somewhere.
Yeah, 100%. Final topic that I had is something that I seen here. Oh, first, Nadia, you've been quiet. Go ahead. Speak on it.
I'm not pushing my kids to have grandkids. They can end the bloodline right here, right now. I don't care.
Ooh,
I'm
really?
just being honest. That's how I feel like to my children. I don't care about that whole continuing on the bloodline stuff because the way this world is, nah, brother, you ain't gotta do that.
I want a grandchild though. Like I really do. You know what I mean? But I can understand if you don't want to though. You know what I mean? I can
I'm not
understand
gonna
if
push.
you don't want to.
I'm
Right.
not having no more kids. I have one daughter, and I doubt my son is gonna have children, and that's a whole nother thing within itself. I ain't pushing either one of them to have kids. Why? That's not an important thing. I would rather they. I'm pushing them to be a good person. You know, a good
Absolutely.
human being, a decent human being. Be that person in the world that other people need. Like you ain't gotta be worried about having children. I mean, if my daughter chooses to have children, then it's gonna be completely her choice. I'm not pushing that shit on her.
Way
Would
too many
be
It,
people that got kids that didn't want kids.
yeah, I
hmm
agree. I agree. It would definitely be great to have that. You know what I mean? But I can understand if he doesn't want to. I could definitely understand.
Oh yeah,
So
that was definitely a test. They was testing to see how obedient will they be.
Facts, nerd man. As far as what you talking
absolutely.
about, as far as investment.
It,
Is that you, Arson? I have to ask. Is that you? Because I used to work with a dude named Arson. I'm wondering if that's you. I can't make out the picture. But yeah. So next topic that I had is something that I seen. I sent it to Roberto, and we had kind of had a chuckle on it. And well, since Nadia is here and we have a female on it, so here it says Drake was drunk. Josie was drunk. Drake and Josie hooked up. Josie could not consent. The next day, Jake was charged with rape.
when Joe, okay. No, because like I actually have a situation like this. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
say anything, but like I went to home dude house to do what
What's
we
up?
do. We was going to party, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so I knew what that was, right? So
Mm-hmm.
when I went up, I'm hold on, I'm trying to think about how old I was, because was I like anyway, I was not old enough to be drinking. I'm gonna just say that.
Okay.
But I was provided with alcohol. I got blackout drunk, and we still did what we had originally came to do. But while I'm blackout drunk, could I consent? Could I say, yeah, I want you to do this to me?
That's the question. Can you?
No,
Key word is
no.
blackout drunk.
Blackout. I was
Blackout drunk.
blackout drunk. I'm talking
Oh, I
about
No,
got you.
no.
now. I was blackout drunk. So I got drunk to the point where I woke up, I was naked. I woke up, I was in the bed with him. Like I can't remember the transitions of me. I woke up,
What
I was
happened?
thrown up in the toilet. I can't remember those transitions.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that I was blackout drunk and he still chose to do what we had planned to do, which was the intention, that still makes it wrong because at that point I'm not consenting, even though you previously had consent. But blackout drunk, to me, that's still wrong. I'm not gonna go to the police to say anything though, because I had the intention to go over there to do that. So that's what I mean. Like I
So
feel like he was still wrong, but I'm not going to get you in trouble because I came over there to do that. But there are some other stipulations that go along with this story that make it even more fucked up that I'm not going to go into because I'm not putting my business out there like that. Just know it was way worse than just me being underage and being blackout drunk.
so here's the question that I have to ask about that too, right? First, Andres Arson said, "Okay, cool, but what if your boy didn't remember anything either, right?" And so my question is, okay,
No.
no, my question is, right? So there's the degrees to blacked out drunk, right? You may be blacked out drunk where you don't remember anything, but you still partying, having fun. You know what I mean?
I
So
was.
that's what
And
I'm
I know
saying.
I ended up naked because I took my clothes off. I know he did not take my
Right.
clothes off.
So
So
how?
I know I don't remember taking my clothes off, but I know for sure that I did it because that's something I would do. I hate to say
So
it like that, but yeah, that's
so
something I would do.
but that's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
How am I to judge how fucking drunk you are that you don't know what you're doing? You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah, that
you
black
know
cat jumped up there as soon as you said that.
we all been there, right? You know what I mean? We've all
Yes,
been
we
there.
have.
We've all
Yep.
had.
But
No, okay.
never to the extent what Nadia's talking about though. I don't care
So
how young I was. I
If
remember having conversation like
no,
if
here's the
you
thing.
see me laying down on, if I literally, this is one part of the night of rhythm. So this is after I had took off my clothes. I said something. I don't remember what I said, but I just remember I said it with a lot of enthusiasm, and then I hit the floor. Like I
Okay,
remember hitting the floor,
that,
and
yeah.
I was gone.
Okay,
I was
that
blacked out. My next point of view when I woke up is dude on top of me. So how the fuck did I get from the bed, from the floor in the living room to your, now I'm on your bed and we're having sex? You get what I'm
see
saying?
that that's exactly what I'm saying. So like that's why I said there's levels to it, right? If you lying in bed sleeping, passed out and shit, then I come up there and I'm just like, she died. I'm gonna take it. You don't, you know what I mean? Yeah, that. But
Am I your
if
girlfriend or your wife? Because that also makes a difference.
that right.
See,
Oh,
because like with wife, that's like pre-consent, and then it's like also like because
mhm,
I saw this dude talking about it online where he was like he felt wrong because his wife gives him pre-consent to do stuff, but it still feels wrong because he don't want to feel like he's doing anything inappropriate with her. But it
mhm.
and I was like, I mean, some dudes don't have that trigger where it's like this is inappropriate. Cause like I saw a video of a dude talking about a girl in the elevator. He was like, "Oh, you smell so good." And he was like, "Where you at? I need to find you." He was like, "You was smelling so good. I felt like I wanted to argue." Nigga, you made this video of yourself saying this and looked at the video, rewatched it, and then posted it and didn't see
Mhm,
anything wrong with this. And I
mhm,
get what
mhm.
he was saying was supposed to come off as a compliment. But no, we're not accepting this compliment, sir. That is wrong. Why would you say that? Like just
Right.
I hate that people want to keep feeding into that culture, that our culture. And I'm just like, no, we gonna nip this. We need this is some shit about society. We need to start nipping in the bud. We need to start shaming pedos and nipping this
Mhm,
our culture in
mhm,
the bud. Period.
mhm. Absolutely. Roberto.
Um, I have to agree. If, like Nadia said, if the girl is blackout drunk, like she can't even partake in the activity,
exactly.
then the activity doesn't take place.
Right, exactly. I agree.
I
100%.
don't understand
But
why would you even want to go along with somebody who ain't
exactly.
You can just get an
But
inflatable. Get an inflatable. You can't get in trouble that way.
no,
to me that's the
exactly.
next
But
level to
Some
messing
people
with a
had
dead
this.
body.
right.
But that's some people's fetish. Keep and
It
I
is.
don't even know if I can say any of those words. And it's like not to shame that. I'm not trying to shame any of
To
that,
each their own.
but to the point that someone like if someone is not consenting to being incoherent during this, then
Facts and
you know what
everything.
I mean.
You shouldn't have sex with anyone, unconscious, wife or not.
That's facts.
Um,
Yeah.
I was not saying unconscious.
right.
I was saying
That's
like sleep and like that's a whole
right.
that's a whole different conversation between married people. Like that's you know.
Mhm.
Well, I'm
And
married.
that's
And if
and
you
that
do the little scooting over thing and we sleep, yeah, like yeah.
mhm.
But
You gonna slide
Yeah,
it
it,
I
in?
was about to say, but with dudes, y'all want us to just wake y'all up and just be,
ready to go.
just
Yes.
be waking
no,
up.
if you wake me
Yes.
up already going
Yes.
along with it, like yeah. Now if
Yes.
I will wake up as a man, yes, we will wake up out of our sleep and go along with it.
Yes,
Facts.
Yes.
y'all
Facts.
sure
Yes.
will.
Absolutely.
100%.
That's fact.
100%. But the thing that I'm saying is though, like we said, the difference because you could be like Nadia said, blacked out drunk where you're not unconscious, right? You know what I mean? and you could be very sexual, right? How am I supposed to know that you're not going to remember what happened in the morning? Because I'm drinking too, right? So I'm like, we having a good time. She's feeling the vibe and stuff like that. Now, if you
this
happen to be
person
like,
is incoherent, they done. No.
Thank you.
well,
No.
but you can
There
still,
is levels to this. There is levels to this.
that's
There's
what I'm saying. Right,
there's
that's what I'm
levels to
saying.
this. But
You
you
could be
have
still,
to you
yeah, go
have
ahead.
to like if you can be like I don't give if you really drunk. You just like, do you want it? Like, because you don't know how drunk the other person is, and you could be the belligerent one pushing
Mhm.
yourself onto them, and they could be like, "Stop!" But you not seeing it as that because you're so drunk, and you think it. You know, I don't know. I like I said, I've never been in that situation. I've just been blacked out before. So
Well, I know stop. If there's a stop, you stop. You know what I mean? I don't
I
care.
mean,
Yeah.
some drunk people don't give it though.
I know.
And that's
They
what I'm
do,
about to
but
say. What if the other person is just as drunk as you?
yeah, exactly. Right. So what if and you blacked out drunk, but I'm in that blacked out drunk stage too. You know what I mean?
But you
And
shouldn't
then
be that. You shouldn't be that sexually aggressive though. Like, what the fuck? You mean to tell me that you can't, like, even being that drunk to the point where you like, cause I've been around drunk people that's like really sexually aggressive and shit, and it's like,
hmm
you
so
know, you like, and I wasn't drunk, so I was like, chill, and they was cool with it, but like, it was just,
I'm also
so
used to
I
those
don't
people
know.
who
I
get
don't
drunk
like
and
drunk.
always want to
I
hug
don't
and
like
talk
drunk.
to you.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
exactly. Right, 100%. You know what I mean? And sometimes you know the person, you put a couple alcohol in it, and you know what I mean. Them hormones start to go up and stuff like that, and it, you know what I mean. Shit gets popping off. Like,
I
And
don't know.
alcohol does
Don't.
hit women harder than men.
I'm sorry,
It
what's
do.
that?
Alcohol hit women harder than men.
I don't know about that one,
I
man.
know
Nah,
some women that
it
I
can
do.
whoop
don't
you
know.
under the table.
Yeah,
I
It
know.
I don't know
can.
that one,
I'm
man.
saying,
I remember
and I
we
might be
played
thinking
some.
about the younger liquor house days. Because when I was young, I went into a bunch of liquor houses. I wasn't drinking, but I mean, it was just a thing down this way. But yeah,
Oh, look, the things I have
don't do that.
experienced.
You know.
Look, no, oh,
Yeah.
yes. Like the
So
stories I had to tell about being a young
so
girl in a small town.
here's the herd man. If you're both on the same crazy night out, you must just wake up next. Oh no, not that one. This one. Sorry. Yeah, but if you're drunk yourself, your judgment is not the same. If you are completely sober and you take a drunk girl home, totally different. Well,
Exactly.
I won't say completely drunk, but that's what you go to the club for. Like, let's be real. That's what niggas are going to the club for. They ain't going
No, no,
home
no,
to the
no.
club
But like
to take home the
when
sober
you
girl.
no, but like when you intentionally like it's a line. It's a thin line. Don't do
But
that. Don't do that. Don't
no,
do that.
no, but you
Don't
ain't
do that.
going to. No, but you. I
But
know it's,
but
but you
is
ain't
she
going to take.
consenting? Is she consenting? Y'all like no, don't
If
do
she
don't
go, why she going
if you
with
don't
you?
want to end up in if you don't want to end up in this situation, I would say don't. Like
No,
if you
I
It
want
doesn't
understand.
even matter
you
if
can
she
gamble
has
with that.
consented. If y'all start drinking and that person ends up more drunk than you, and it don't matter no more. You can't do it.
But you guys are saying unconscious, like the girl is knocked out, sleeping, dead on the bed. Yes, I agree. But there's unconscious to where she's still coherent, like she's still doing things, she's partying, having fun. She just don't remember what's happening. She don't remember what's going on. So at that situation, how do you know the difference, right?
But
Because
why would you take advantage of that?
but how do you know that she's that drunk that she's not knowing what she's doing? So here's an example.
Because
No, here's an
I
example.
don't know.
Here's an
no.
example. No,
Okay.
here's an example. No, here's an example, right?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll let you go.
I'm gonna
So,
tell you about
and,
okay.
and it's not a sexual thing, but one day, me and my ex were drinking, and her daughter came in, and daughter was acting like she could hang with us, right? So he said, "Oh yeah, okay, boom." So we started feeding drinks. She got drunk, right? And she was acting drunk, right? And we were laughing, having fun, whatever, went to bed. When she woke up in the morning, she had no idea the jokes she was making, right? So that's when we realized how fucking drunk she was. But at the time, we just thought, oh, she's just tipsy, high, drunk, whatever. We weren't thinking that it was to the point where she didn't remember what kind of joke she was making, because she was making fun of her mom, the way her mom was walking and shit at the time, right? So woke up, oh yeah, you know, you're making. She's like, I was? I don't remember that, right? But at the time, we're not thinking that she's blacked out drunk. We're just thinking she's drunk. You know what I mean? So that's why I say there's levels to it. So how do you know? How are we supposed to know?
You don't, and you don't take the chance. Fuck it. I'm being honest because with some girls it'll be like, haha, okay, yeah, we had sex, that's funny, that's fine, blah blah blah. Well, other girls is like, no, you are me, and you know, don't do it. Either way, if she's not coherent enough to actually consent, if she can't consent, and you
That's what
ain't looked at her fucking ID, let's get that straight too. Because that's what I mean about the whole with the underage thing. The thing that happened to me when I was underage, the thing you gotta understand is the dude that I was with, I don't think he was old enough to be getting the alcohol either. I know he could, if he was just at 21. But other than that, he was like 20. So like we was all fucking wrong. So
Said I
yeah.
see co-workers kiss each other at a Christmas party in front of everybody when they were both married, etc. Exactly, that's what I'm saying, right? So when we're talking about consent, so again,
no.
That sounds like tipsy.
Well,
no,
that doesn't necessarily just have to be tipsy. You know
that's
what I mean?
grown. That's a lot of problems. I don't try it. I don't like feeling like I'm taking advantage of somebody. And if we're gonna do something, I want you to be coherent and consenting. So I say, don't do it.
So here's another thing too, right? Sometimes you go to the club and you buying the girl drinks. Why? Right? Why you're buying the girl? Hey, babe, what's up?
To have a good time and to share.
And then
don't follow me to my car. Why are you following me to the
No,
bathroom?
what you saying? no, but here you're saying that, but that's not what we're doing, right? By that time, it's like, so what you doing after the club? Nothing. What you doing? You want to come with me? Okay, let's go.
Now
you know what I mean?
I don't know. That sounds like. Go ahead, Loki.
No, it was kind of seeing how he was saying it because once again, it's just seeing that point of view of how I was seeing females engage in alcohol.
Women.
Yeah, women. And it's the way they don't start acting. And they become a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more sexual. They do.
Yes.
What I've seen. And that's you. 100%. You sitting there like you chilling or whatever. Then you want to you straight.
Okay.
Now I know you good.
Okay. Yes. And she consents. Okay. Also remember, help her, like make sure you go like afterwards and shit like that. You gonna remember it. Like don't be letting people pass out and shit. I don't know. People want to make all
I ain't never got to that point of passing.
Yeah, people want to
or letting that person pass out.
Right.
Yeah. See, people want to make shit awkward, and I'm just like, nah. Because if you want to clear up some situations, you gotta ask. You gotta talk. Because I mean, shit, I'm not afraid to ask or talk. Because like. I don't like dealing with drunk people because I don't know what you're gonna remember. I don't know how many drinks. Unless I'm clocking your drinks, I'm not fucking with you while you drunk. But yeah, dudes be the same way. Y'all be coming in all loud and shit.
Yeah, 100%.
Feeling like anything's possible. Like
that's what I'm saying. I feel like
so now you start coming in.
No, go ahead, Loki. No, go ahead.
No, it was more so what she said because I feel like dudes start coming in wanting to hug, that hugging shit.
Yes.
Like, come on, you remember that shit, nigga? Like,
that's what I'm saying. So we come in
all that damn weight and shit.
All that alcohol breath.
We coming in on the Henny vibe. You charged already, right? Like they get aggressive. Oh, how you doing? Hugging, kissing you. You know what I mean? Oh, you're looking good. Giving you all these signs. You know what I mean? Like that shit happens, right? So I understand the consent part about it, but at the end of the day, sometimes the alcohol is like what helps you get the consent, to be real.
It should not be. It should not be.
It shouldn't be. But sometimes it should not be. Sometimes you even call a girl like,
okay.
All right, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna come to the club tonight. We're gonna have a few drinks, take you up, boom. We're gonna come back to my place after we're done, right? Sometimes you set that.
That was premeditated, and she already thought about whether or not she gonna fuck you before she come there. That's what I mean about you.
What about the girl you meet at the club?
See, and that's different, but you can't just be getting a girl like wasted to the point where she like falling and slipping and slurring and shit. But just like why would you? I wouldn't want to deal with that because I'd be afraid they'd throw up in my
I already
car.
say no.
Nobody got
Because
time
like
for
I said,
that.
I like the reaction from a female if we like engage. Like,
Women,
yeah,
woman.
yeah. I don't want you sitting there sloppy joking. I want your reaction.
I know back in the day, and I would have got in trouble. You know what I mean? If that's
Pass
the
that
case,
too.
if you look at it, that shit would have got in trouble. You know what I mean? Because
You
we
just very
picked up
glad ain't no
women at
girl
the club.
hollered and shit.
We picked up
Especially
girls at the club. You know, so
them
Now, see, we talking
non-skinny
about all
folks.
this. You better be making sure we checking them Adams out. No.
well, we weren't even having that. It was a different time, kid. Different time back then.
Ain't no different time back then, man.
If you can tell a girl is blacked out drunk and you're sober, best make sure she gets home. You can get another girl.
Exactly.
Or it might be two of them coming back with you.
Roberto, help me out here, bro.
Like I said, man, if she can't partake, it ain't happening.
So what about the situation I told you about? What if she can partake?
Then how could she say she didn't consent?
Because she didn't know what she was doing.
All right, make sure they're on top. Or you get that one, LOWKEY.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You can't tell me while you're on top, you don't know what you're doing. Maybe on the back you feel restrained and shit, like you're on top of me.
Like I said,
you were on top of me. You were on top of me, and I don't know if you felt like you were on a horse or something. You were just riding, you know. You can't forget that.
So before we close it up, though, let's switch the situation. What if the guy is pissed drunk?
I don't want to deal with you because you might throw up in my car or might pee somewhere, and I ain't got time for this shit. I don't like drunk dudes. I can't look. As you see, when you were talking earlier about dudes buying me drinks in the club, I had this one dude that literally kept following me because he bought me a drink. He bought me and my sister a drink, and then like he act like he owned me for the rest of the night. Go somewhere. Bye. Thank you. Bye.
They've done it. I've seen it. Shit. I've seen it. And then they buy you one drink and get mad because you don't want to go home with them at the end of the night. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've seen it 100%.
You telling me you're gonna throw up is a better no than no. You know, the one you're gonna take home and she says, "I feel like I'm gonna get sick." Taxi.
See, and take her home, please. I just don't like drunk dudes because. I don't like it. I don't like drunk sex. Period. I want the other stuff.
Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes you can use it as an excuse. You can use it as an excuse.
Yeah.
Oh, I was drunk. Let's do it another time.
High sex better.
What's that? High sex better.
High sex better.
I'd rather be on the edible or something and blame it on the edible.
But because I'm always high, you know what I mean? So when you have that alcohol in you, it's just a little bit different. You know what I mean? You're
but see, I can do that. Harder. I can do that off a couple glasses of wine. So like I would rather be wine drunk than like
I could do that off direct deposits too.
Listen, nerd man. That's what it was back in the day. I don't care what you want to say. That's what it was. You know what I mean? It was.
And times have changed, and it's wrong.
Yes,
don't do that shit.
Yes, they have.
Especially don't do that with the colonial women because you gon'.
Listen, man. Alcohol there is to drink and to get drunk. You know what I mean?
Okay, don't end up like Jonathan Majors.
You said I would never.
He is from the MCU. Now I'm just
never end up like that. Never end up like that. Quit the BS, nerd man. Tell him, Andrea. With that being said, guys, thank you everybody for popping in. It was always a pleasure. We got Roberto, Nadia, LOWKEY, JG. Roberto, where can they find you, sir?
Wednesday nights right here at 9 o'clock with my boys and gal them.
Absolutely. Nadia and LOWKEY, where can they find you guys?
We'll be back tomorrow. Poor Things review. And I look like I'm gonna be doing Uncut because Scream 7 got some new news. I want to talk about that. Got some music talking about Cardi B. Y'all might not want to hear that, but we talk about music, so I'm gonna check see what she talking about. The Crow trailer. What's up?
The Crow trailer came out?
No, I come out tomorrow, but I'm gonna talk about it Friday.
Yeah. What happened to yesterday's stream?
I had some people want to come through and join us.
What happened to yesterday's stream?
You talking to me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I have some people that want to come through and join us.
You had some? I said, what happened to the stream that you were supposed to have yesterday?
That's what I'm saying. I got some people that wanted to come through and join us that couldn't join.
I got you. Okay, so they could say the whole fucking thing and don't give us little.
I ain't feel like I matter of fact, I ain't got to explain that shit to you. I told you what I said.
I have some people that wanted to join. What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
You think I'm Eminem? I ain't Eminem.
Say the whole fucking thing. I had some people that wanted to join that couldn't make it. Then I had to go into extra detail and shit. You're talking about. Keep that working today. To yourself. I am Canadian. I don't understand.
You know he don't understand country. I understood what you said. I was like, oh, okay.
Exactly. See, you gotta explain shit to the Canadians. I forgot Drake. Shout out to Kanye. Drake. Shout out Kanye.
Nzo, I got what LOWKEY said without saying the whole thing. Okay, I don't care what the fuck you guys got. I didn't.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat.
I didn't. JG.
You know Nzo been smoking.
You damn right. Yes, I have. Yes, bitch, I've been smoking, and I'm gonna smoke again when I'm fucking done.
Still smoking.
So hold on. Who's not lighting up after the stream is done?
Me.
Who?
Me. I'm not lighting up.
You lying motherfucker. You lying motherfucker.
What do you mean, who is that? What the hell you mean, who is that?
You lying motherfucker.
Why the hell you ain't joined the conversation a long time ago, man? You know you
Yeah, y'all was cooking. I was letting y'all cook.
You should have come in here.
Look, I just spread enough wisdom for the night. I'm done. I'm good.
Did you get to say something on the last topic, JG?
No. Y'all were going back and forth about all this shit. All I was going to say was, they were funny too. Y'all were cooking. It was funny. All I was going to say was, I ain't got time. If y'all have ever picked up dead weight before, that's some heavy shit. I ain't got time to pick up no blacked out woman. By the time I get her to the bed, I'm fucking tired. I'm going to sleep. I ain't doing that. Especially if I'm drunk, I'm definitely not gonna do nothing.
Now I feel you on that, JG, because you know that
I'll be wick dry all night. I'm telling
you. Yeah, I wouldn't even pick them up. I just throw a blanket on them.
Leave them where they are.
Exactly.
Right. Exactly. Yes, you leave them where they are.
I'm not gonna take no shoes off.
I'll put a towel under your head just in case you got throw.
Just to be fair,
I've done that before, and then I don't want to got something to eat, and you be mad at me because I'm here eating. Like, what you mean?
I don't give a fuck. Don't wake me up and don't throw up in my floor.
Just to be fair, that is not the type of blackout drunk I was talking about. But yes, I would do the exact same thing. If she passed out before I got to start, then it's not happening. 100%. Yes. Put the blanket on it.
You ain't hitting it right then, brother. You ain't hitting it right because if you hitting it right, she ain't blacking out.
What are you talking about?
What you mean?
She said, before, yes.
She's supposed to be going to sleep. She's supposed to be laying there
like, listen, I don't know how you guys do, but we drink. You know what I mean? Sometimes we go through, you guys seen the fucking O.O.C. I did when I drank a fucking bottle of alcohol on the goddamn stream.
You drank the whole bottle?
Yeah, you was sick.
The whole bottle.
The whole bottle. I ain't about that life. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I am a light.
You was throwing up that yellow shit.
I threw up the next morning. That's for damn sure. JG, do your thing,
I used to drink 4 Locos, so God.
We don't have 4 Loco here. Never had it. Is it beer? What is it?
It's like an energy drink and malt. Yeah.
No, I can't do that.
No, that's what it used to be. They didn't calm down on it and change the formula, but I had it when it was at its purest form. You're not meant to drink a whole can of that. You ain't.
Roberto, I forgot to ask you real quick. What do you think about this Jake and Mike Tyson fight?
What a fucking joke. I just hope Tyson don't let himself get knocked out like Buster did to him.
Bro, I swear, if Tyson loses, it'll ruin his legacy. It'll ruin his legacy.
Yep, I have to
Tyson
agree.
loses. If he loses, he got a fat check to lose. That's the only way he's losing that
he's
fight.
not losing no legacy, y'all. What are y'all talking? He's
losing
his legacy.
No,
him fighting him in the first place is losing.
He's doing the same shit like Roy Jones. Roy Jones was one of my top all-time boxers, but as he couldn't let go, he just lost status more and more and more till he was getting knocked out by nobodies. You got to know when to say when, man. Don't let your bad habits make you think you can still do it forever.
So Tyson better knock this fight
Tyson looks dangerous. That's all I can say. I saw some videos. I don't know how many rounds he can do that for, but he looks dangerous.
The only problem is those videos that you've seen, because I seen it. Those were from 2-3 years ago.
No. These are recent. He's fucking old. He's old in these ones. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's new ones. Okay, because the ones I seen, I know you posted one, and that one was from like 2 years ago.
That's an old one, but now they're showing all kinds of shit. Him training with his partner.
Where one where he's in the blue trunks, that's from 2 years ago. Where he's punching him in the corner.
Little blue trunks, that's Jake on top of him, doing his shit.
Yeah.
And shout out to the sparring partner too, brother. I hope you getting paid. It look like it hurt.
Oh fuck! I still wouldn't do it. I still wouldn't do that. The way he punches, man, the ferociousness this guy punches with, holy fuck!
And he's still just going up and down in the foot movement, the way he's
crazy.
I'm gonna watch it. I won't lie.
I'm watching it too, 100%.
Now, if they ever, and if Mike Tyson gets behind it and they actually do a real biopic, that's what I want to see.
They have a few Tyson biopics.
Nah, I'm talking about if Tyson is behind it.
This Jake guy's got to lose, man.
Yeah, I know. He has to lose. I'm tired of this guy. For real. Tyson better knock him out.
Man, you know how much money he done probably paid Mike Tyson already to lose this?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are saying that, right? That it could be fixed or whatever for Tyson to lose. And I don't care how Tyson loses. If he loses, his legacy is ruined for me. That's just me.
Oh, I'm with you.
I mean?
He good in my book. Go get
this guy should not be stepping in your league.
This is business.
I agree.
Nino Brown.
Nah, fuck that. JG, do your thing, brother. Take us home.
Yo. Catch us live Wednesday nights on the O.O.C. with the Nzo, a.k.a. the Abbot and the Osiris of the shit, the Split King, and the Professor of Ganja, alongside Roberto, Mr. 100, a.k.a. One Love, a.k.a. No Woman, No Cry. And also catch us with one half of the low-key Cave Nadia, a.k.a. the Freestyle Queen, spitting that fire and brimstone on all you suckers. And low key, don't call me 50, call me dollar bill, y'all.
See, that was better.
Yeah, I noticed some life, some energy.
You know what I mean? That was
Speaking
better.
of 50,
that's what I'm talking about.
We getting Origins, Young Ghost, Young Tommy. Finally,
really?
That's all I would say. Yes, it's official.
Oh, when is that coming out?
It's in development right now. They ain't got no official date, but it's
okay, cool.
Everywhere. Deadline.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it.
Everywhere.
Ain't nobody give a shit about that.
G-Unit, yeah, they do.
Guys.
That's why it's everywhere. Yeah. You should be.
Safe and sound.